Trump in office. You know what else President Trump does? He holds government leadership accountable. That's something that's not normally done in politics. Guess what? He did it. He's not afraid to fire people and hire people and take the best of everything. We need President Trump back in office. Remember, President Trump needs all of us to show up and vote for the future of our country. I'm sure that you remember him saying, America first, right? You're not hearing that from anyone else. We need President Trump back in office. He's all for America first. And please, get to the polls. Bring people to the polls with you. Vote for President Trump. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Belknap County Commissioner Peter Spanos.
Good evening, all. Nice to see everyone. A great night for Laconia. It's going to be a great day for New Hampshire tomorrow. You know, on my way over to the hotel, I was thinking how great things were when President Trump was in the White House. We had record low inflation, record low unemployment, a trade surplus, a secure southern border, a secure northern border. Today, all of that's been lost. We have a hot war in Europe for the first time in 75 years. We have a hotter war in the Middle East, which is a powder keg. In a remarkably short period of time, Joe Biden has steered America the Beautiful into the ditch. But all that stops tomorrow. We have the right man at the right time to do the right job, and that's President Trump. Based on President Trump's record from his first term, it's an easy case to make that he has been the greatest president of the 21st century. You know, the Democrats are praying fervently that Nikki Haley wins tomorrow. Now, why is that? Well, because they know, like we do, she is the easiest of outs in November. She's a rhino for sure. But that's not going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to go to the polls. We're going to pull the lever for President Trump. We're going to call our friends, call our neighbors, call our colleagues, our associates, our in-laws, our outlaws, grown grandchildren, grown children. We're going to make sure they get to the polls tomorrow and vote for President Trump. He is going to fix what's wrong with this country, and he's going to make it happen fast. I thank you very much for coming out tonight. I thank you for coming out in support of a great American, a great man, Donald J. Trump. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage New Hampshire Senior Advisor Stephen Stepanak.
Yes, Stephen! Yes, sir.
Hello, Laconia! What are we going to do tomorrow? And who are we going to vote for tomorrow? First, let me thank Mr. Ramaswamy, Senator Scott, and Governor DeSantis, and all of their supporters for a hard-fought race. All three men are great conservative Republicans. We welcome and are honored by their endorsements and their help and the help of all of their supporters. Nikki Haley, on the other hand, I would not call her a conservative Republican. I would call her a bought and paid for lackey of the military-industrial complex. I would call her a globalist. I would call her, well, let's just say someone who will not support Make America Great Again. I have been supporting President Trump since my wife Ellen and I hosted the first house party the president did in March of 2015, almost 9 years ago. In June, when he announced he was running, he first flew to New Hampshire, where, as a state rep, I introduced and endorsed him at Manchester Community College. Most of my colleagues thought I was crazy, given all the other candidates who were running. In fact, one of them actually gave me a card for a psychiatrist. He said I needed help. A funny thing happened in 2015 and 2016. The American people realized that Donald Trump was a man that was running for them, not for the special interest groups, not for the establishment. I watched as the MAGA movement grew. As co-chair of the campaign, I had a woman come up to me in the supermarket. She told me that her husband, and all their friends were praying and supporting Donald Trump. Finally, she says, someone who can't be bought, someone who is saying all the things that we want to say but we're afraid to say. I saw it as I worked our booth in the old home days and county fairs, where hundreds of people were coming up to sign up to help Donald Trump. The number one question that everybody asked was, I've never voted before. How do I register to vote so I can vote for Donald Trump? Biden and the fake media say the word MAGA like it's something awful. What they never figured out was that MAGA, Make America Great Again, is about average Americans who have been ignored, who have been forgotten, and who have been kicked aside by the elites, the left, and the fake media. MAGA is about all of us. And Donald Trump is our champion. He is fighting for all of us. He is fighting for our God-given American rights. What the elitists, the left, and the fake media refuse to accept is that the MAGA movement is Americans, tens upon tens of millions of Americans coming together behind one great leader to stand up and say, enough is enough. We want our country back. We want the interest of America put first, not last. The elitists and the left look down on us. They call us deplorables because we believe in God, family, and our country. So tomorrow, all of you, your families, your friends, and all of your coworkers are going to send a powerful message. You're all going to vote for Donald Trump tomorrow. Tomorrow, we send a message to the country and to the world that Make America Great Again is about Americans standing up for their God-given rights. And the man that we want leading this great country as the 47th President of the United States of America is Donald J. Trump.
New Hampshire. Now, obviously, I do want to make a note that we are very aware of the limited visibility that we have from our camera position. And unfortunately, just about every camera in this facility has about the same challenges as we do. So we just want to point out that we know that sometimes someone's head might get in the shot of our cameras, and you might not be able to see whoever's speaking at that particular moment, but obviously we are doing the best we can to make sure the visuals are as on point as possible. Welcome in, 7:24 here local time. In the middle of this program, we have several speakers are still slated to come out. We've got Carrie Lake, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe Byron Donalds as well. So we do have a lot of speakers lined up tonight before President Trump takes the stage at 9 o'clock scheduled, and so we'll see exactly if we're on schedule for that. We've also got Matthew Alvarez who is over at the Watch Party headquarters that we'll be broadcasting from tomorrow night. And we'll have kind of a special preview of that. Also, if you missed the interview with Don Jr. earlier today that he did, we can go ahead and we'll be able to show that to you as well. But it is down to a two-man race here in New Hampshire. So we have Nikki Haley polling at, depending on what poll you see, in the 21 to 23% range, and President Trump polling upwards to 52, 53%, depending on what poll, once again, that you read there. So a commanding lead, and I think it's interesting to note how a lot of the political consultants, a lot of the mainstream media was saying that if President Trump, and this is incredible that we have even got to think this is a thing, but if President Trump does not get 61, 62% of the polling tomorrow in the primary, that it will be considered a failure for the president. And I think that's an unbelievable statement, especially if they said in the same sentence, if Nikki Haley can get within single digits of the president, that would be an accomplishment. So if she's, 10, 20,
Shit, can you all hear me? Hold on. Hello? Hey, testing. Oh shit, man. What damn thing? Is it dead? Oh shit, it just fucking died. Damn. Can y'all? I guess y'all can't hear me. Testing. Test. Test. Can you hear me? MD. Damn. Test. Okay, it's all good. I'm waiting on MD. I guess, yeah, he joined the panel. Yeah, I gotta reset my dang, recharge my damn headset. He died that damn quick, boy. Turtle Beach is definitely unrated. MB, what's up, man? Okay, I guess he having problems. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get back to the thing. See what dang. Thought MD was gonna say something.
And we're going to go out tomorrow in New Hampshire. You're going to go out tomorrow in New Hampshire and send a loud message to these fools in Washington, D.C. that we've had enough of a wide open border and an invasion on our southern border. We're done. And it's all going to lie on you guys tomorrow. We saw what happened in Iowa. What a great victory for President Trump. In the fake news media, they don't cover it right. The real story was the absolute humiliating defeat of Nikki Haley. Humiliating. The most humiliating defeat in Iowa caucus history. But the media acts like it's still a race. Guys, it's not a race anymore. And tomorrow you guys have the ability to go out and send Nikki Haley packing it back to Davos. Who's ready for that? Because the Republican Party is now the party of the working class man and woman in America. The Republican Party is no longer the party of the warmongers like Nikki Haley. The Republican Party is the party of truth and peace, and we get that with a man named Donald J. Trump. And I'm ready to get him back in office. Are you? I can't wait. I live in Arizona. It's one of the most beautiful states in the whole country, and I'm absolutely horrified by what's happening on our border. It is not okay that 300,000 plus people are invading our nation every single month right now at our southern border. It's not okay. It is not okay that we have fentanyl pouring across our border. I don't like, as a mother, knowing that my state is the pipeline for the most dangerous drug we've ever known, fentanyl. It's killing a young generation. And if you don't think this is planned, then you need to do a little bit of history. You need to read your history. If you don't think you can bring down a country and a civilization with drugs, then you need to look into the opium wars, because that's exactly what's happening right now in our country. We're being poisoned by this deadly drug. It is a weapon of mass destruction, and there's only one candidate running for president who's going to put an end to it, and his name is Donald J. Trump. I was going to say it rhymes with superhero, but he really is a superhero. Donald Trump is a superhero to the moms and dads in this country. I'm just a mom, okay, guys? I'm a mom, and I'm going to be honest. I'm a little selfish today. I want my children, Ruby and Leo, they're 19 and 20, to have a future. And if we keep going in the direction we're going in, my kiddos, your grandkids are not going to have a future. You guys are the live, free, or die state. Gosh, I love that. I love that. Can we borrow that motto and make it our national motto for the next year? Is that okay? Because honestly, we're in a live, free, or die moment. We either win this, we either win this election and get President Trump in office, or we're not going to have our freedoms and we're not going to have our country. I just had some snarky leftist reporter do an interview with me, and I was very nice. You know how I am. I'm always nice. And he said, "Is Donald Trump too old?" I said, no, age isn't a factor. It's cognitive ability. And then I had to school him because I'm sure he didn't get a proper American history education. And you all do, because you're here in New Hampshire. You guys are cut from the same cloth as our founders. You have their DNA in you. Please remember that one of our greatest founders, Benjamin Franklin, at the age of 81, helped craft one of the greatest documents ever, the U.S. Constitution. And when he came out while working on that, a woman stopped him and asked him, at the age of 81, mind you, she said, "What kind of a government are you giving us?" You all know what he said? A republic, if you can keep it. New Hampshire, we are in the if you can keep it phase here. Are you willing to help us keep it tomorrow? Are you willing to get up and vote like your lives depend on it? Are you willing to go out and vote like this nation, this republic depends on it? Because it does. We need you tomorrow. Arizona needs you to send a loud and clear message that we want Donald Trump back in office. Every single state in this nation needs you. We are counting on you. We love you. Let's live free and let's vote tomorrow and get Donald J. Trump back in the White House. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Congressman Byron Donalds.
I'm a little taller than Carrie. New Hampshire, how you doing? So, you guys are doing the first in the nation primary election tomorrow, and I know something's going to happen really, really big in the state of New Hampshire. You're going to tell everybody in the country that the Republican primary process is over and that Donald Trump is going to be the nominee of the Republican Party. I respect everybody that's running for office is a hard thing. A lot's changed since a day before Iowa. I was in Iowa. It was cold. This is balmy. I'm Mike in balmy New Hampshire. This is great. It is, man. I'm telling you. No overcoat. It was great. But a week ago, a little more than a week ago, you had 4 candidates in. 5 if you count Asa Hutchinson. Asa was running. You got to count him. And then Vivek Ramaswamy, he left the campaign. He said, you know what? There's only one America First candidate in the field, and that's Donald Trump. And look, I'm from Florida. He's my governor. Me too. He's done a great job. But now he's ended his campaign, and now he is standing with Donald Trump like all of you throughout this country. So no, New Hampshire, you're going to help us because we have one little piece of business left to do. Just one. It's a candidate. Her name's Nikki Haley. And something tells me, well, don't be too upset because something tells me, New Hampshire, she ain't going to be around for much longer. Because we are going to go to the polls tomorrow in New Hampshire, and we are going to give a decisive blow, not just for the Republican Party, but for the United States of America. In Washington, where I spend a lot of time now working on behalf of the American people, in Washington, they believe they can go back to the old strategies and the old game plan that leaves you out, that steps on your freedoms, that spies on you and your social media, that wanted to look into your bank account. These morons think that you can leave a border open and everything will be fine. These fools believe that they can raise the prices on you and every other American in this country. But I got news for them, New Hampshire, and more importantly to me, you got news for them, New Hampshire. This November, we're going to kick Joe Biden out of that White House. We're going to get rid of Kamala Harris because she's the worst vice president, too. Alejandro Mayorkas will be on the unemployment line. And we are going to save America and make America great again. But there's something else that's going to take place when we get rid of Joe Biden. By the way, do you know my nickname for Joe Biden? The president has a nickname for him. It was the president. The president will tell you later. Sometimes it's Sleepy Joe, but he's also Crooked Joe. I refer to him as the master of disaster. Because everything this man has touched has been a disaster. Did you know that under Joe Biden's terrible presidency, the very worst presidency, he let Jimmy Carter off the hook for how bad his presidency has been? Did you know that we have lost 4 embassies across the globe? 4. You only hear about Afghanistan. We have lost 4. I promise you this. Under the presidency of Donald Trump, our enemies will fear us again, and peace will be restored to the globe. It's a peace through strength, not through militarism. It's a peace forged when the mullahs in Iran and Putin and Xi Jinping in China realize that there is a commander-in-chief that puts America and its soldiers first. And that commander-in-chief is Donald J. Trump. We have a blessed nation. America is the greatest thing man has ever created. And the only thing greater than America itself is the very people that inhabit this nation, like the good people here in New Hampshire. And I'm telling you from Florida and every city I've been to, we're going to save America. I'm telling you, it's not just Republican voters, it's independent voters, it's minority voters. We're going to put Donald Trump back in the White House. He's going to be the 45th president and the 47th president, and we're going to make America great again. God bless you, New Hampshire. Get out and vote, New Hampshire. And God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, New Hampshire, New Hampshire. I love you. I love you. And New Hampshire, I got to tell you something. Tomorrow, America's eyes are watching you. You're going to have the nation's spotlight because you have an incredible job. You're going to end the Republican primary in 2024. Let's go, New Hampshire. Now, I got to tell you guys, there's something we really have to recognize. Under President Trump, I know in Georgia, in my district, gas was $1.75. We could afford heating oil, food, rent, medications. You could afford to buy a house because interest rates were affordable. But now, under Joe Biden, people are suffering. The poor are getting poorer, and the rich are getting richer. And this is something we never thought we'd see in America. Under President Trump, we had world peace. Remember that? President Trump brought the Abraham Accords and brought the United States Embassy to Jerusalem. He brought peace to the Middle East. He ended the foreign wars. He defeated ISIS. And the entire world watched in awe as President Trump walked across the DMZ line, hand outreached, and shook hands with Kim Jong-un. And Little Rocket Man stopped launching rockets. Do you remember that? But now, under Joe Biden, we are watching World War III begin to erupt. We are watching a war in Ukraine that's really a proxy war with Russia. Russia continue to be funded as we fight to say stop funding that war, stop defending Ukraine's border, and defend our own border. And we'll never forget what Joe Biden did in Afghanistan. Never forget the 13 soldiers that were murdered that should have never died. Joe Biden brought shame on the military. Under President Trump, he will make America strong again. He will make the United States military strong again. And he will make our entire nation respected among the world again. We've got to bring back President Trump. Under President Trump, there were only two genders. Right? Well, we all know there's still just two genders, don't we? Male and female, everyone. You can't change it. Under President Trump, DEI were just letters in the alphabet. But now, under Joe Biden, it's real racism, and it's actually affecting many Americans, and we're fed up with it. And now, under Joe Biden, there's more genders than we can keep up with. And they're brainwashing our children. And children are being actually taught that gender is something that they can change. And we're seeing a horrendous practice in its genital mutilation of these children. That's something that President Trump will stop. And that's something we know he will do. Under President Trump, our border meant something. We had a strong, secure border. Our Border Patrol agents were working hard, and they loved their jobs because they were allowed to do their jobs. But under Joe Biden, they have been turned into the welcoming committee to the entire world. And this is something that is such a shame. They're down there making sandwiches and welcoming ISIS into our country, welcoming in terrorists from all around the world, welcoming in murderers, child rapists, and people that have been let out of mental institutions. This is not what our country stands for. Well, let me tell you, under President Trump, the first thing that he will do, and I will support him doing, and everyone that stands with him, is we will begin mass deportations, and we will enforce the strongest immigration and border laws in history. Our border will be strong, and it will be defined, and people will obey the law. One more thing that we have to recognize and address is under President Biden, the Department of Justice prosecuted criminals, prosecuted child predators, prosecuted terrorism. But today, under Joe Biden's Department of Justice, it prosecutes you, America, as it prosecutes Donald J. Trump and his team and all of his supporters. This should never happen in America, where people who were defending their free speech and were standing up for election integrity are being jailed and arrested nearly every single day. And the J6 defendants that are being jailed for years and years and years while Antifa and BLM rioters are allowed to go free. We must end the reign of terror of the weaponized government, and President Trump will do that on day one. Now, the most important job you have tomorrow, New Hampshire, is this is a referendum on the Republican Party, and I am counting on you to bring it. We have to end the reign of the establishment rhino Republicans. We will end the reign of the neocons. We will end the uniparty, and that starts in New Hampshire tomorrow. So, New Hampshire, I stand with you in your motto: live free or die. Live free or die. Live free or die. And let's get the job done for President Trump tomorrow. God bless you, New Hampshire.
That's why they're extending it.
And of course, you were looking live right there as MTG was at the podium in Laconia, just about an hour north of our location. I'm Matthew Alvarez. We are live right here in Nashua. This is the site of the Trump team watch party, which will be tomorrow night, of course, as the first in the nation primary here in New Hampshire. We'll see those numbers come in. Right Side Broadcasting Network will be live with all of the coverage you need, not only right here on Rumble and YouTube and the app and the website. You can also follow RSBN at RSBN on Truth Social for a lot of updates, as well as the RSBN newsletter, which is at rsbnetwork.com/newsletter. A lot of coverage, of course, this week in New Hampshire. This is President Trump's sixth campaign stop in just a week. That is as last week it was 5, and this is his first of this new week. But once again, less than 24 hours until that first in the nation primary. Now, earlier today, we actually caught up with Don Jr. He was at a campaign stop in Hollis, New Hampshire. We're not going to feed that one. Well, there is Don Jr. right now in Hollis, New Hampshire. And we'll have a moment with the president's son here in a second as a number of supporters are here. As you can see, Don Jr. signing some signs. And we'll have a brief moment to talk to him. Obviously, President Trump doing great in New Hampshire right now. Don Jr., how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you.
Great, likewise.
Tell us about your dad right now. He's doing great here in the state of New Hampshire.
Well, it just feels really good. I mean, I travel all over the country, get to see real Americans, something that Washington, D.C. should probably do a little bit more of. And the energy just feels great. You know, they understand what's going on. They're sick of the nonsense. They're sick of the insanity. They want to go back to putting America first. It's not rocket science, but it seems to be in Washington. So it just feels really good to be on the ground. And, you know, listen, I'm not even a candidate, and this is the kind of support we get. Like, it's that good. So it dwarfs everything we saw in 16 and 20. People have had enough, and they're going to vote accordingly.
It looks like the world was much more stable when President Trump was in office.
It's not looks. It's not looks. It was. We were signing peace deals instead of sending proclamations of war. Russia wasn't attacking its neighbors. Xi wasn't flying sorties over Taiwan. We were signing peace deals in the Middle East, which was the holy grail of geopolitical accomplishment that no one was able to get. We did all those things. You add that to the economy and inflation and what's going on with interest rates, and everyone feels it. I say it all the time, and listen, maybe it's a self-owned, but I'm the son of a billionaire. And if I take my kids to the grocery store or to a fast food place on the weekend, I have sticker shock. What's that doing to American families? They're forgotten, and they shouldn't be forgotten in their own country. I see, up in this part of the world and up in Maine, they are giving illegal immigrants free housing, multi-million-dollar free housing, while they're kicking out veterans in the streets. I mean, what's going on? You shouldn't have to be a second-class citizen in your own country, and that's what we've become.
The Constitution of the United States, the law of the land, it seems like the Democrats are saying, you know what, it's a lawless thing. It's just a piece of paper. What say you, Don?
It's our governing document. They're trying to do that. You're right. Adam Schiff, you saw the Wall Street Journal op-ed this weekend. He wants to stack the Supreme Court, one-party rule. We'll decide everything for you. The elites over in Davos, that's what they're doing this week. You can't drive a car, but, we'll keep flying our G5s. They'll burn more fuel in 20 minutes of flying that than you will in your lifetime. But, they know better, so they get to push that upon you, but not actually live it themselves. It's just hypocrisy, and people have had enough of it.
And finally, what would you say to the American people that are discouraged, they're concerned about what's happening in this country right now? What would be words of encouragement to help them out?
They should be concerned, but we can fix it. We've done it before. My father did that for this country. They weaponized that. They weaponized COVID. They fed you a bunch of lies. They said it was Trump chaos, but it was media-created chaos. Lies from the Hillary Clinton campaign, i.e. Russia, Russia, Russia. If we actually truly had equal justice on the law, I wouldn't have had to do 50 hours of testimony, and Hunter would. It's a little different. We understand that now, but guys, they can fix it. You fix it by turning up tomorrow. You fix it by voting. You fix it by saying enough is enough, not listening to the mainstream media and their lies, not taking the suppression that you've had to deal with big tech and big social and all of these things. Listen to the facts, use common sense for a change, and this thing's over.
I'm from France.
Thank you, sir.
From the French NPR, Radio Classique.
Nice to see you. How are you? Good to see you.
All right, Don Jr., thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Matthew Alvarez right here in Hollis. I'll send it back to you.
The real people in France.
Well, that was quite awesome to see Donald Trump Jr. in Hollis, New Hampshire earlier today. Before he arrived, obviously our crew at Right Side Broadcasting Network and I arrived at the scene there. And it was pretty awesome because you see these patriots, you see these people braving the cold weather. When it comes to mind over matter or heart over matter, I mean, the people of New Hampshire have that going, and as do you, those of you watching in Iowa, with these cold temperatures. It's just not stopping people from coming out to support their candidate and to see, hopefully, with tomorrow as well, the first in the nation primary. As we are on the heels of that, it'll be a great watch party right here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Now we go from Donald Trump Jr. over to Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who is doing an awesome job for the American people out of New York, but also for the country, stepping up as a huge Trump ally. We also ran into her earlier this week at a diner. Let's take that one now. At the Poor Boy Diner in Londonderry, New Hampshire, and I tell you what, the president is leading, of course, in the polls. You see that not only in the polls, but boots on the ground. A lot of people at the events this week, as we are just 72 hours from the first in the nation primary. And joining me right now is New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who yesterday did a great job on stage there. You did also a great job when you met the fake press the other day. What was that like to take on the left-wing media like that?
The American people are sick and tired of the fake news and the fact that they serve as stenographers for Joe Biden, and they're not focused on the issues that actually matter to the American people. The American people are concerned about our wide open borders. They're concerned about this historic inflation. They're concerned about this crime wave and the unconstitutional overreach, and all of those crises have been caused by Joe Biden's failed policies. That's what I focus on as an elected official, as a candidate in my district, in New York's 21st Congressional District, and as the House Republican Conference Chair. And the media bias is just so clear every single day.
yesterday when I asked you, I said, is it just truth versus lies? And isn't that the truth right there?
It is the truth. We stand for the truth as Republicans. President Trump speaks the truth, and the Democrats and the media continue to push their lies, and it's because they're losing on the issues.
Why are you so passionate about the United States of America, the Constitution, God, family, friends, that kind of thing?
Because I feel like I've been very blessed to live the American dream. You know, I don't come from a political family. No one thought I could win an election for Congress. I ran and was proudly, at the time, the youngest woman ever elected to Congress, and I proudly represented my district, and I'm unabashed about giving them a seat at the highest level to advocate for their issues, whether it's expanding rural broadband, whether it's northern border issues that are very similar to right here in New Hampshire, and then delivering results. I think people are looking for results, and I've been proud to do that, and that's why I support President Trump so much, because he delivered results. And every American will say that, whether they're Republicans, independents, and those Democrats who are willing to cross party lines, who voted in support of President Trump, they know that his results. Compare them to the weakness and the crises under Joe Biden.
Congresswoman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, so Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, of course, right there, a strong Trump supporter, an ally, doing great things for the America First movement. Speaking of the America First movement, I'm joined by Kevin right here from New Hampshire as well. Sir, tell us your thoughts about the country right now. What are some of the concerns that you have?
I think my concerns are the same as most Americans, where we don't need to be meddling in other people's business. We don't need to be starting new wars. And we need to take care of the home front. We need to secure the border and everything the Congresswoman just said. And I believe the communists, the Democrats, are just pushing us in the wrong direction. And we need to really take care of our own house.
Exactly. Do you, with your friends and family, coworkers, I mean, are they all on board with what you just said? Are they Trump supporters?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, what they're doing with this political persecution and this court nonsense or whatever, and pushing him, trying to take up all of his time, fighting with these indictments, it's all nonsense. And he's the guy that was getting things done for us, and I think everybody's behind him.
Awesome. Kevin, thank you so much for your time. All right, well, there you go. A lot of the same. The polls, the boots on the ground, the people at the diners all around New Hampshire. A lot of support for 45. Let's send it back to the rally in Manchester. So, yeah, I mean, it was great to talk to a number of supporters in New Hampshire there. And, of course, to Congresswoman Stefanik, who, once again, I mean, if you remember on the Meet the Fake Press on NBC just a couple weekends ago, she was laser focused, laser sharp with all of the true and solid solutions and answers to a few of the left-wing media false narrative lies coming from the NBC studios there. Now, I do want to tell you that we are live here in Nashua. We will be live back in Laconia in just a few minutes. We'll be going back to Brian Glenn to bring you President Trump's speech, which is slated for 9 o'clock Eastern time. That is 6 o'clock out there on the West Coast. A special shout out to those of you watching out on the West Coast as well. I'm sure it's a bit more warm out there than here in New Hampshire right now. But I do want to re-rack something that was pretty awesome as well, because Brian Glenn and Christina Bobb, they had a segment about the Nevada, speaking of the West Coast, the Nevada caucus, which was on February 8th. Well, there was some confusion that came from email to Right Side Broadcasting Network, the difference between a primary and a caucus, and there was some confusion there in the Silver State. So let's listen in right now with Brian Glenn and Christina Bobb.
From Right Side Broadcasting, and we wanted to come on here real quick and talk about Nevada. Now, we've been getting emails from viewers like you claiming they do not see Donald J. Trump's name on the Nevada primary ballot. And so a lot of people are claiming what's going on in Nevada. Are they trying to keep him off the ballot? Are they trying to block him from being the GOP nominee? Well, we want to get all the facts. To that, we turn to Trump attorney from Save America and our own Christina Bobb joining me to talk about Nevada, and we're going to set the record straight about this meaningless primary that's in Nevada. Let's talk about that. A lot of people may not know there's a primary, but there's also a caucus. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you're perfect to say it's a meaningless primary. It is a meaningless primary, which is why Donald Trump's name is not on that ballot, as well as Ron DeSantis. If you are a Trump voter, if you want to support Donald Trump for the early state of Nevada, you must go to the caucus on February 8th. There is a primary. It is a meaningless primary that was created as a result of the leftist Democrats in the Nevada state who were embarrassed when Bernie Sanders embarrassed Joe Biden in 2020. They wanted to remove the process from a caucus into a primary, ironically, so that they could control the outcome a little bit better. That's what it looked like anyway. But the Republicans did not migrate over to a primary process. They have maintained the caucus process. All of the delegates for the Republican Party are awarded through the caucus. The candidates have to pick whether they want to be part of the caucus or whether they want to be part of the primary. So any serious candidate who actually wants to win those delegates chose to be part of the caucus, which Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis both chose to be part of the caucus, which is why their names are not on the ballot. So if you want to support Donald Trump, ignore the primary ballot. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump or actually winning the Nevada caucus, and make sure you go to your precinct to caucus for Donald Trump on February 8th.
It's interesting to note that President Trump won the Nevada caucus back in 2016, and it's all about controlling the narrative, and it's nothing more than a publicity play here, because Nikki Haley can go into the primary, win it, and of course the mainstream media will push out the narrative. There'll be social media clips that Haley dominated Nevada, further looking like she's got the momentum going into South Carolina, but by not being on the caucus where the actual delegates matter, it does show a little bit of weakness in her not willing to fight for those actual delegates, but taking the lower path of just getting the social media praise of winning the primary, which is meaningless.
You're exactly right. Democrats removed the process from a caucus process to the primary because they wanted to control the outcome. Republicans in the state rejected it. Republicans say we want it to be a caucus. We want it to be, really from the party and the voters getting together to make this decision. And Nikki Haley gave a nod to her Democrat colleagues, saying that she would play their game and play the primary game, which should be concerning for anybody concerned about election integrity, because it means she trusts the election process better than the caucus process, which any conservative these days I would think would laugh at that. That's a laughable idea. But the reason they switched it was because it's more controllable. It's easier for them to control the outcome of an election than it is a caucus. So yeah, you're exactly right to say that this really is a publicity stunt. And I think it's a disinformation campaign really from Democrats. And we see a lot of disinformation coming out about this, about if you want to vote Republican, vote in the primary. And it's simply not true. The delegates are awarded in the caucus 2 days later, February 8th. The primary is February 6th. If you want to figure out where your precinct is, you can go to nv.donaldjtrump.com. It's like Nevada, nv.donaldjtrump.com. And figure out where your caucus is, where your precinct is, and make sure you show up and be part of the process.
And if you're thinking about, election integrity, very much like the Iowa caucus, the Nevada caucus does do a paper ballot. They meet in these small groups. They count the ballots right there in front of everyone. They have a total that night, typically a few hours after the close of the caucus. So it's a safe and secure way to cast your ballot. And I think that's what people learned in Iowa as we knew the results at about an hour and 30 minutes into Iowa.
That's exactly right. Imagine that. Republicans wanting paper ballots, same day counting, results displayed in front of everybody. The process is open so people can watch it. It's very transparent. Imagine that it actually works for Republicans and they don't want to change that process. If you want to be a part of the process, show up at your precinct. It's from 5 to 7 p.m. on February 8th. And yeah, get out, be a part of the process, and help support Donald Trump.
And it's interesting to note they've been doing this since 1981. So they've been doing it for a while. But many of you that might have just moved to the state are a little confused when they got the ballot in the mail and didn't see Trump's name on it. So I think it's important that we clarify all of that right now. And rest assured, if you want to cast your vote for President Trump, you do that in the caucus
on February 8th. Christina and Bob, it's always a pleasure. I can't wait to get you back out on the road, and stay warm down there in South Florida right now.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
And there you go, Brian and Christina, clearing up any confusion around Nevada caucus versus the primary with that viewer's email that was into Right Side Broadcasting Network. Now, of course, Nevada is next after the New Hampshire primary, the first in the nation primary, which, of course, is tomorrow. So just want to bring up to speed a little bit here. Obviously, President Trump will be speaking live in Laconia, is about 1 hour north of our location. The reason why we're here in Nashua is because we know that President Trump and others, the Team Trump, will be here tomorrow with supporters as we watch the numbers come in right here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. So make sure tomorrow to remember that we're your election headquarters for the primary tomorrow, and we'll have a number of interviews and wall-to-wall coverage, which is always really good, right? Especially in this day and age when there's so many other distractions, even on news outlets, with a number of these left-wing people that are on air. And, even Fox right now, according to President Trump on Truth Social, he's not having so many kind words for Fox News Channel. So a lot of people are starting to detox from what they've been watching on the mainstream media. So let's go right now back to Brian Glenn, who is live in Laconia. I'm Matthew Alvarez. We'll see you in a bit.
Such an honor to meet so many amazing people in New Hampshire as we traveled all around your beautiful state. And what we saw was that all of you are so engaged, you're so thoughtful, you are so deeply caring about the future of this country, and we know that's why you're here tonight, because you care about our future. So first of all, I just want to say on behalf of us, gratitude to all of you. You matter, you're important, and you're going to send a big message tomorrow. So thank you for being here. And I think we all remember back in November 8th, 2016, that day in November, a great day when Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. You guys remember that day? Well, that was a fun day for Catherine and I. I was an outsider. I was a business leader, had never run for office before, and we got elected that same night. And then I had an opportunity to serve under President Trump. And we're a huge energy state in North Dakota, one of the largest in the country. And serving under President Trump, it was wind at our back and sunshine. And then when Joe Biden took office, it was night and day. And we've been fighting the federal government every day since then. When Donald Trump was president, America was safe and prosperous. Joe Biden in 3 years changed all of that. Three things are all connected that affect all of you. It's energy policy, our economy, and our national security. Those three things are all interconnected. When President Trump was in office, we had energy independence. When we get him back in the office, we're going to have energy dominance. And of course, Joe Biden, when he took office, he started on day one trying to kill the U.S. energy industry through executive orders, trying to kill projects that would help keep the price of your energy down. You pay here in New Hampshire, you pay more than almost anyone in the country to heat your homes, put gas in your car, and food on your table, and you can thank Joe Biden for that. Absolutely. But under President Trump, it was common sense. We were selling energy to our allies as opposed to buying it from our enemies. This made total sense. But with Joe Biden, of course, what are we doing? The failed sanctions on Russia.
Right, son, I'm in the house.
Russia's selling records amounts of energy to China. Iran, he lifted the sanctions on Iran. They're making bank. They had $4 million in reserves, $4 billion in reserves when President Trump left office. He had crushed them with sanctions that worked. Under Joe Biden, they now have close to $100 billion in assets. They're the ones that are funding terrorism, and they're funding it with oil money thanks to Joe Biden. So Joe Biden has made the world less safe. It's empowered foreign dictators. It's completely changed the world. His weakness, his appeasement, Joe Biden's weakness
Hey, peace, peace, peace. Hey, I muted the audio with Doug Burgum talking just real quick because I just wanted to come and say something. Hey, hit the one if y'all can hear me. I don't know what Black Son played the rally and then got in the bed. That ain't a good look, Black Son. That ain't a good look at all. Didn't want to talk shit to me in the chat. Boy, I tell you, boy, hey, Black Son's something else. But hey, look, I want to know why RSBN been doing all this stepping for Donald Trump. And they got RSBN back in the nigger section, way in the back, trying to give up-to-date coverage on what's going on. Can't nobody see shit. It look like they done moved them up a little bit now. They done finagled their way at least to the mid section. But Media Row, everybody's supposed to have clear view. RSBN ain't got no. Look at that. And here come Bucktooth Tim Scott. Look at him. You don't see number teeth. That nigga ain't about nothing. That Negro ain't about nothing. He opportunity zone our ass to sleep. You could thank Tim Scott for that. But here's the thing though. This is what I came up here and say, and I'll wait till Black Son get his Black Son right now. He in the bed, got his knees to his chin in the fetal position. And just got the stream going on. But it's all good though. It's all good. Hey, quick question. When we talk about the economy, right? The economy is broke down with different facets of our everyday lives. No question about it. Gas is an important part of the economy. I agree. There you go. You want back up, Black Son?
No, I was downstairs fixing my damn dishwasher, man. My dishwasher. But go ahead.
I thought you had the knees to your chin, man, in the bed.
Not yet. No, I'm gonna stay up for Trump's speech, man. But I was trying to while they doing all this, I was going down there and putting this gasket on the dishwasher. But what's going on, man? So I watched the Cobb County Superior Court hearings today. So they did grant to unseal the case, and the judge going to put a stay. He wants to hear from Wade first. And then he'll make a determination where he wants to have Fannie Willis subpoenaed. But you know what Governor Kemp said? You know what Governor Kemp said, right?
What did Governor Kemp say?
You know what Governor Kemp said. Stop playing. You know what Governor Kemp said.
I don't. I've been working all day long. I don't.
He said this is not a good look. And there's an ongoing investigation on Fannie Willis.
Well, I mean, if that's what he determines, so be it. Again,
you remember that? Do you remember that we did a show on that thing that they could take out any prosecutor? Because the news, the fake stream media was talking about, well, if Fannie Willis don't want to step down, she don't have to. Well, they forgot that they passed a law. Remember that law we talked about, the DAs, that they can remove a DA?
You're gonna have to break that down.
I thought we did a show on that. Damn, all of a sudden you got amnesia.
I don't have no amnesia. You're gonna have to break down.
Do you remember us doing a show? Do you remember us doing the show and you were like, because there was some Hispanic lady, that's why they passed the law. You don't remember that?
Yeah. Remember, I remember us doing an article on the ring. I think it was this week.
Right.
And it was some Hispanic lady that was pushing
right, something
that somebody could have executive power to remove all these DAs and all that. We don't know if that bill came to fruition. We don't know that.
It did.
Okay, cool. Break it down.
Okay, so Governor Kemp, they asked his opinion on what's going on with Fannie Willis and the whole thing, because like I said, the hearing was today as far as unsealing it and her answering the subpoena. So actually, you want me to play it real quick? I can play it.
I mean, we good. I got the gist, man. I got the gist of it.
Okay, so basically, in the
I was gonna say real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So yes, the judge has anonymity in regards to what they gonna do in terms of gathering all that. That's fine. What I'm saying is, in terms of you brought Kemp to the equation.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that Kemp has the. I guess you would say
What about Carr?
the jurisdiction in order to remove. Huh?
What about Carr?
The Attorney General?
Yeah, Attorney General.
I mean, I would have to look and see what the law says. I don't know if the Attorney General has that capability to remove.
Well, I'm not saying Kemp just said it's not a good look, and he said there's an investigation. I didn't say that Kemp is going to do it. Whoever apparently has the power to do that is starting an investigation. So they started an investigation regardless of whether the Trump, whether the Cobb County was going to subpoena her or not. And then she still has this hearing on the 15th. So they got all the evidence. So that's all that Ashley Merchant wanted, was just to unseal the case. Her part is done. Now it's over. Like I was trying to tell you the other day, it's two different cases. You got the Cobb County Superior Court.
You got the ethics hearing. I understand. You got the ethics hearing,
right?
And you have the divorce case.
Right, the divorce. Yeah, that's right. And then you got two different attorneys.
I get that.
Okay, so you got so you got Ashley Merchant, who just wanted to unseal it, but that has nothing to do with the divorce attorney. Now she got up there today too, so they're making their motions. And she told Fannie Willis, this ain't got nothing to do with Trump. This has to do with a damn divorce case. And I'm like, duh.
Okay, all right. Well,
why is
since you
Fannie
put it that
Willis
way,
like trying to divert people?
What GTO said explains it all.
Oh yeah. No,
at the end of the day,
I agree with that. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. No, Trump ain't going down though. That's fantasy land. That's fantasy land right there. Don't hold your breath on that.
Consensus is that Fannie Willis can always be replaced on the case. That's why most people don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is that the part that you keep ignoring is that you're not acknowledging that Fannie Willis, and Mr. Wade got their instructions from the White House. That's what you don't.
I disagree with that. I am ignoring that because I don't.
So you're ignoring that. So you're ignoring that there are receipts showing that they went to the White House. Is that what you're saying?
I'm ignoring because I haven't seen.
You're ignoring that they have receipts.
Yes.
So you're ignoring it. Okay, so the receipts are there, sir. The receipts are there. The receipts showing Wade going to the White House and correspondence with what's her name, Kamala Harris and Fannie Willis is a fact. So you can't deny that. So if they get kicked from the case is done. So I get what you're saying, GTO, but that case, if they're removed from the case, that case is done. Nobody wants that case. That case was specifically assigned to them, and there are receipts showing that. Like how are we ignoring the receipts? The goddamn.
I'm not ignoring.
Mr. Wade charged 24 hours twice. He charged 24 hours twice.
That's not the White House assigning Fulton County.
It is. That's the White House coordinating, being behind the scenes. Come on now.
You're right.
You can tell that. You can tell that to somebody else.
And
you can three-card somebody else with that, huh? You can three-card
that's two
somebody
different
else
things,
with that.
Huh? You know that's two different things. Come on, stop playing.
No. The White House is behind that. They got proof.
It's not.
There's no denying it.
They're not.
They are. Then why did Mr. Wade charge 24 hours twice to the White House? Why did he do that?
Because it was correspondent. Remember, if you go back and look at what the receipt says about the charging of the money, it was a correspondence as it relates to the federal.
No, GTO. They gonna whoop Fannie's ass for fucking with Trump. No, Fannie is about to go down. Apparently you didn't watch the hearings today. They got that girl so goddamn to the goddamn thing. They're not happy about that. Again, I keep trying to explain to you, GTO, and you, goddamn MD, that lawyers, attorneys are not happy about that. They're looking at disbarring her. Like, disprove that. Like, they are looking to disbar her. Ethics violation can get you disbarred. What are people missing about that? Oh, I get it because you guys aren't attorneys. But attorneys are very unhappy. Ask any attorney. Ethics violations to get you disbarred. Damn, people living in a fantasy land today. Man, Fantasy Island, the plan.
Hey, I don't
the
disagree.
Boss.
See, that's why I'm going away from the ethics thing.
Boss.
I don't care if she gets disbarred or not. I don't care.
If she gets disbarred, that kills the case. That kills the case.
It doesn't.
Yes,
I'm sorry, it just don't.
Nobody's not taking that case is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, it can be transferred, but nobody's taking that case, bro. Because it's all, Fanny fucked that shit up.
So you're speaking for everybody is what you're saying.
It's a bad look is what I'm saying. That case is,
to you, it's a bad look.
What I'm saying is that they're going to be on that goddamn Fanny case. The sex scandal is bigger than anything goddamn Trump did. That's a fact. And lawyers are unhappy.
No, it's not illegal.
Lawyers are unhappy about this, and judges are unhappy about this because of the ethics, because of the oath that she took. And she even got a video out. And shout out, Yanga shot that video, by the way. A lot of people shout out to Yanga. He's the one that shot the video where goddamn Fannie Willis told on herself. Shout out to Yanga.
So what you're telling me is Yanga might have a subpoena coming his way.
He's the one that shot that video. Miss Payton Miss Payton is his mother-in-law. That's his wife's mother. Yeah. So yeah, Miss Payton show. Yeah, Yanga shot that video. Yep.
Well, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout, Yanga, for the subpoena.
Oh no, I told Yanga, man. He called Miss Payton right away. He's like, oh, Yanga.
As a character witness.
I mean, what do you need as a character witness? Just on video. Hell, what do you need to subpoena Yanga for? But I get what you're saying. I know you're joking around. I know. Shout out to Yanga, man. But yeah, Yanga shot that show. I said, oh, no,
but the GTO's comment, no, it's not illegal. What I'm saying is, it's not true. They already said, even when the indictment was going on. If you go back and watch, and I'm gonna have to dig that video up, the initial indictment when Fannie Willis did her press conference, right? We all remember it was late at night. The clerk was certifying the indictment. After they certified the indictment, Fannie Willis spoke. She even said that there was correspondence between DOJ and Fulton County in regards to evidence. The reason we know that is because it correlates with the Washington case, the J6 case.
MD, why you think that Fannie Willis don't want to answer that subpoena? Let's talk about that.
Bruh, again, I'm not gonna play Young and the Restless. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You can't speculate? Because she's really trying
to
fight.
I can't speculate.
She's trying to fight. She's trying to fight. This said Trump supporters do.
I see what you're doing, Black Son. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the exciting stuff. I'm talking about the juicy stuff. The stuff you're talking about is boring. It's putting us to sleep. Everybody wants to know about the sex scandal. It's all over the news.
Well.
Get in tune. Catch up.
I mean, I'm a boring person.
I know. That's why I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
I can't play love and legal Atlanta. I can play that.
Well, everybody else is playing it. Even Governor Kemp. Even goddamn Carr, everybody's goddamn playing it. Everybody's zoomed in on this. Everybody was zoomed in on this, man. And every network that aired that thing, Cobb County Superior Court, they got the most views ever. Every news channel that was there. Oh yeah, this thing is on and popping. You talk about
stay tuned to VH1. Me personally, I'm not gonna do it.
But that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I will contact you when they get to the money part, but they in order to tie the money, because they need to tie, first they got the romance part, they got that. So now they're looking at the money, because the judge said, and I quote, he said, this basically he said, look, their kids are grown, so this comes down to dollars and cents. So we want Mr. Wade in here to explain dollars and cents. Guess what that means, MD? Guess what? Guess what that means?
That's the part I'm waiting on. I can't guess. That's the part
Right.
I'm
Well,
waiting on.
the judge is going to accommodate you on the 30th, sir. You got 9 days away, so they're going to bring. See, because the attorneys wanted to bring Fannie in, but he's like, well, you know what? You know what? I'm not going to discard that, but let's talk to Mr. Wade first. That's all the judge said. See, the fake news media saying, oh, they didn't, they're not going to subpoena. No. The judge didn't say that. He said he's going to postpone it. He wants to talk to Wade first. So they may not even need Fannie Willis. May not need Fannie Willis. They might need them to goddamn, I guess, verify the dollars and cents, because that's what the judge is. The judge was like, I want to get down to the dollars and cents. Let's get down to the dollars and cents. The kids are grown, so there's no child support.
I thought this was about. I'm gonna let you finish. I thought this was about the Trump rally. That's what I came up here for. See, see how you sized up.
I mean, you jumped in the Trump rally. I was playing the Trump rally, and you jumped in, so I wanted to accommodate you, and you brought in some other stuff. You were talking about some economy, so this is what happens when we interrupt the Trump rally.
Well, that was in regards to what was being said on the rally, though.
I don't know what. Wait. GTO said something very important. Fannie Willis' vagina is in a home record to Trump supporters. Apparently, her vagina will remove the whole. Oh God.
Hey, I agree with that.
Go ahead, MD. Go ahead, MD.
I agree with that. That's why I don't care. I don't care. If she get removed, so be it. The case goes on.
Okay, don't hold your breath. That's all I'm saying. Don't hold your breath.
All right, so this is what I came up here with. So
okay,
it's a lot of talk in the rally about the economy.
Right.
It was reported today that the Nasdaq and Dow Jones.
Yeah, it went up because Trump is projected to win. That's why. Yeah. Trump is projected to win. That's why. Yeah. Right. But let's talk about your girl Nikki Haley though, because you humping on damn Biden. We gonna get to Biden. Let's talk about Warhawk Haley. Since you want to compare and say that Trump.
I watched her tap out earlier, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, she's a Warhawk, and Trump has proven in his 4 years that he's not about goddamn to start a war. In fact, people they swore up and down Trump was going to start a war, that they kept saying, oh, him and Kim Jong-un go start a war. They're a rocket man. And guess what he did? He was the first president to go across the line to North Korea. So Trump proves, his action proves it. Now, I know what you compared to what you believe. You believe, oh, he going to keep war going. He going to do this and that. Trump said he going to end the war. I believe he's going to end the war in Ukraine. So therefore, Nikki Haley though
would be
Nikki Haley though, no, she wants to rev that shit up. She wants to goddamn send your kids and my kids and everybody else's kids to the front line. Hell fucking no. Hell no, Nikki got to go. Like Rand Paul said, never Nikki. And oh, by the way, we ain't got to worry about that, because didn't Ron DeSantis just endorse Trump there, MD? Did you see his numbers skyrocket?
Who endorsed Trump?
Oh, Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis is anybody that listens to Ron DeSantis is an idiot.
Ron DeSantis, he did have points though. He didn't. He had didn't he beat Nikki Haley in Iowa?
Ron DeSantis is an idiot.
Ron DeSantis beat Nikki Haley though, right, in Iowa?
That don't tell me much.
Look at him dancing. Look at him dancing. Yeah, that's right. He's dancing, y'all. He's dancing. He's dancing. But you can say what you want about Ron DeSantis. Them points, guess where they go? Guess where them points go? Guess where them 16 points go? Or them 19? Was it 19?
Hey, I told you Trump was gonna win. What are we arguing about?
Why are you still pom-pomming for Nikki Haley then? You're still pom-pomming for her.
She's the most competent person in the race.
Okay, well, she can goddamn most competent person up out of here because she's gone. Shit, she can go. I mean, okay,
Like I said again, I can't play. I can't play the popular game. I just can't do that.
Well, apparently people.
I'm projecting that Trump winning.
Apparently, yeah. But what I'm saying, you're saying she's the most competent. Apparently, 60 to 71% of America disagrees with you. So there you go. I don't know what to tell you, MD.
So what does that say about the 60 and 70% of people?
It says that they want Trump based on his experience, based on the goddamn economy, based on based on drill, baby, drill, based on. I mean, what you asked me a question, I'm answering it.
So you can't put that in context.
Facts. I just did. The Trump supporters, I'll say it slowly for you. I'll rewind it. They want a good economy, which Nikki Haley can't provide. They want to stop the war, which Nikki Haley can't provide. They want to drill, baby, drill, which Nikki Haley can't provide. Shall I keep going?
I'm saying that you're lying.
Trump's track record proves that I'm not lying. But we'll just have to see.
I'm going
based. How am I lying? I'm going based on his 4 years. No, Nikki Haley's a war hawk, dude. That's a fact. She's a war hawk.
What does that have to do with the economy?
Because war drains the economy, sir.
That's not. Well, that's not true.
And when you bomb goddamn Ukraine and bomb goddamn Palestine, those people end up over here, sir. So yeah, that fucks up our economy.
Again, I would implore everybody to read Stephanie Kelton's book, The Deficit Myth. That's a lie.
That's fine. They can read all they want. I know for a fact that we have migrants from Ukraine here. In fact, like all my bank tellers are from Ukraine. So what are you saying? Okay, you can read all the damn books you want.
I'm saying that doesn't affect you.
It does affect me. It does affect me. It affects an American woman who wants a job at the bank. No, because they got all the damn jobs at the bank. That means goddamn Kelly could have had that job. That means That means GTO could have had that job, but you got 2 Ukrainians there and a Palestinian. That's what I'm saying at the end of the day. So yeah, it does affect our economy.
I'm a capitalist, Black Son. It don't affect
you a capitalist, but I'm America first. I'm a nationalist.
And there lies the problem.
I don't see it as a problem. I see the open borders as a problem.
I see open borders as a problem too, but not in the way that you see open borders.
Well, again, I would prefer
the way you see open borders is a fallacy.
I would prefer to see American-born women working at the bank as opposed to goddamn Ukrainian women working there, because that's taking a job away from an American. That American woman, you're taking a job away from that American.
Again, I'm a capitalist, therefore I'm a globalist. I don't look at nationality that way. I'm a true free market candidate.
And that's fine. I'm not objecting to your free market capitalism, MD. What I'm saying at the end of the day is that open border is crushing our economy. In order to goddamn fix it, we got to goddamn
fix it. The Dow and Nasdaq hit record highs today. Record.
I'm talking about the economy as far as like the goddamn food stamps, the goddamn phones. I'm talking about just regular day-to-day living. I'm talking about food prices. I'm talking about that.
And here's the problem. GTO, you don't understand capitalism. BlackRock is neoliberalism. That's not free market capitalism. I would argue that both candidates are neoliberal. They're not true free market capitalists. How you know that, MD? I know that because the drill baby drill aspect that Trump is talking about is not free market capitalism. That's creating monopolies under the big oil system. At least, and I said this before, at least Biden did private ownership drilling. At the very least, if I'm gonna give him a pass on anything, it would be that. Trump is his policy is big oil. See, that's the part he ain't gonna tell you.
He
So
says
that's
it all the time. He says
neoliberalism.
drill, baby,
That's
drill.
fine.
What do you mean? He says
What the
drill,
hell is
baby,
drill,
drill.
baby, drill? What does that mean?
That's big oil. That's big oil. And he's down for
Okay,
getting the
I'm glad.
subsidies, and I'm down for, and I'm
I,
down with
I'm,
getting.
I'm
Oh, go
glad
ahead.
you admitted it. That's not capitalism.
I never denied it. I'm a truck driver. I never denied it.
Well, I was talking about you. I was talking about GTO.
How I look denying that, and I'm a truck driver, sir.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about GTO.
Okay. Well, okay.
GTO don't understand that fast.
Well, jump on GTO, jump on Kelly, because I gotta. Y'all
BlackRock
India in the
is
I gotta go back.
neoliberalism. That's not free market capitalism. That's one side of the aisle. The other side of the aisle, quote unquote, drill, baby, drill. That's big oil. I don't rock with that shit either.
Well, as a truck driver, I rock with it. But I get it. You all for the environment, so I get it. You rather damn China.
Black son, I put way more way more fuel in my truck than you do yours. Way more.
Okay. Right.
I just drove damn near 600 miles a day.
So you're against the big oil because
it creates monopolies. I'm an anti-monopoly.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I'm for low gas
It's
prices.
as simple as that.
And I'm for those gas prices. As simple as that.
If you think fuel is gonna hit under $2 like Trump said, I got a bridge to Brooklyn.
Okay. Well, sell me that bridge because he's gonna get that gas prices back down because he's gonna put the subsidies back on. That's what he's gonna do.
I got it low price.
He's gonna
right
reverse
now.
everything that Biden did with that goddamn oil subsidy thing. Oh, trust me on that. Oh yeah.
That's fine. But hey, like I said, that was one aspect of the economy we was talking about, the NASDAQ and the Dow. I see you just pushed that to the side, so I ain't gonna say it no more.
Rock out, brother, rock out. I'm sorry, yeah.
Another news tidbit came out today. The Supreme Court has ruled on the Greg Abbott situation and has given authority to Biden to remove those state National Guard member off the border.
Oh, Texas.
Reason being because it's unconstitutional. You know that, Black son. But
they got beat. You're right. They got beat in the Supreme Court. You're right. They got beat. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. Until
so now you throw your hands
until Trump gets back in office.
Hey, guess who voted for that? Amy Coney Barrett. And what's the other one? Justice Roberts. Amy Coney Barrett was assigned by who?
By Trump.
Okay, I was just asking. That was a trivia question.
Another day, Blackson. You're serious about this rally stuff, huh?
Oh yeah. Because I got to get Trump's
Hey, I'll be
take
right
on-
back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got to get Trump's take. Now, I didn't even tell the whole story, Kelly. I told you about the unsealing part. The second part, the fake news media is lying about saying, oh, the judge. No, the judge said we're going to hold off and we're going to question Nathan Wade first. That's the proper thing to do. Question Nathan Wade. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Where did the judge say that at?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get this video for you. It's on, let me pull it up for you, Kelly. Let me pull it up for you because I got it right here. Got it right here. Hold on one second. Boom.
If you're currently paying
Give me 1 second, Kelly. This damn commercial.
Okay.
This revolutionary, wherever you like.
Okay, go to hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. In fact, I'm gonna just pull it up for you so that you can see the actual site and you can play it back. Let me Atlanta, hold on, 5.
Because I haven't seen that.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Hold on 1 second. Damn. I'm looking at it right here, right now.
I didn't know Tim Scott was some type of preacher.
Tim. Oh yeah. He's definitely a preacher.
I heard him talking. I was saying to Mo, like, man, he sounds like he's been in the church. He's like, yeah. I didn't even know.
Yep. Okay, I'm trying to get the history on this. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. It's for some reason this computer. Give me 1 second, Kelly. I'm trying to pull it up now. I got it on my phone. I'm trying to transfer it over to my computer. And my computer, for some reason. Hold on. Let me type it in. Let me just manually type it in. This is damn. Fox 5 and Atlanta. Fox 5 Atlanta. Okay. And it should be right here. Okay, Fox 5 Atlanta. Hold on. Oh, they saying whoa. Hold on. Oh, they saying she won't have to testify. Wait a minute. Hold up. That was 2 hours ago. Took trips together. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the hold on, let me get the little sound here.
Followed for a border sealing a record. It wasn't followed in this case. It was assigned to a previous judge, Judge Angela Brown, who entered a consent order under Rule 21, granting the seal in this case. It's our understanding from emails with counsel that Mrs. Wade's lawyers do not object to that seal order being lifted. I believe Mr. Wade's lawyers do, but we believe that it should be reversed and should be lifted because it was held without a hearing. It was held, as far as I understand, without a motion.
I can't hear it anymore, Blackson. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry about that. Gelly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. That okay. I'm sorry. I paused it. Did you get the site, Kelly?
Yeah, I see what you're looking at. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Ashley Merchant, and then you got two attorneys. Ashley Merchant, she's just there to unseal it, so she unsealed it. Then there's another attorney there for the divorce who were trying to subpoena, and then the judge was like, well, you'll see it. He's basically saying he want to talk to Mr. Wade about his finances because the judge is like, well, this thing, there's no children, so there's no child support. So it just comes down to dollars and cents. So we need to talk to Nathan Wade about his money.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's not chump change.
Nope. So yeah, that's the site right there. Yeah, sorry it took me so long, Kelly, but yeah, that's it right there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, Fox Atlanta 5. Yeah, so they now they keep saying that Fannie won't have to testify. That's not true. The judge said we're going to postpone it. He didn't say that she's not. He said he'll make his decision in 9 days. But they keep saying, oh, Fannie Willis won't have to testify. No. That's not what the judge said. In fact, let me fast forward to that part.
I mean, what would make her above the law?
I mean, that's what she was trying to make an argument, saying she's a DA and this and that, and I'm a Fulton County DA, and they're like, no, we want some answers. Like, we need you as a witness to see basically where the money comes from. The judge want to know where the money comes from, so they're gonna find out not only where the money comes from, but what's there. Is it coming out of the tax funds? And I guess Fannie thinking if she don't testify, they won't find out. But somebody gonna talk.
Well,
Nathan gonna talk.
And didn't she try? What did she say? Something about being oppressed or
Yeah.
yeah, like come on, man. Nobody told you to do that dumb shit.
Right, right. Yeah, she trying to damn say that, God, Jesus, and all that stuff. And I'm like, girl, Jesus can't save you. No, you got to explain where that money come from. Hell,
Yeah.
nobody put a gun to her head and said, oh, you got to go on the goddamn Norwegian cruise line.
Or what? This
Napa
is a
Valley.
Trump um assassination. Not that that's the wrong of character. What would be the right thing to say? What did she say when she
Oh,
was
she said
trying
that he
to
was racist, that is something about he's oppressing her, and that, this is a good one. That Jocelyn Wade, who is Nathan Wade's ex-wife, is in cahoots with Trump in some type of conspiracy.
I mean, let's say that would be true, right?
Right.
Still, nobody told you to do the dummy.
Right. Exactly.
So that's on her.
But yeah, it's totally on her. Her and Mr. Wade. Yeah, because them tickets, they don't say Trump. It says Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis, American Airlines, Caribbean. It doesn't say Trump nowhere. It doesn't say Jocelyn. Definitely don't say Jocelyn Wade nowhere. That was the wife.
I mean, whatever happened to don't shit where you eat, never get high on your own supply. I mean,
Right.
all these like street rules or whatever we would call it.
Well,
Why?
it's
I
well,
don't
it's
know.
funny that you say that, Kelly, because do you know Yanga by any chance?
No.
Okay, well, shout out to Yanga. So there's a video of Fannie Willis stating the code of attorneys. She said, like, if anybody, and she did this like some years ago, if anybody in her office dates another person, they will immediately be fired because she doesn't want to risk any lawsuits. It's an ethics violation. She doesn't want to jeopardize her office. This is what she said. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, one of the guys that used to be on the show, Yanga, he was the one that recorded. It was actually on a community access show. So shout out to Yanga for shooting that. I called him today. I said, man, you famous, bro.
Tell her who provided the force.
Huh?
Tell her who provided the force.
MD wants his flowers, I think.
I appreciate it, Kelly. Appreciate it.
My bad. MD. Yeah. My bad. So, man, not only, man, Team Arena. Goddamn, MD provided the sword and Yanga shot it. God damn it. Boy, I tell you, the arena, boy.
Yeah, he got several jobs. You ever heard of Bucky? It's like a gas chain in the South. I think it's originally from Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah. Tim Scott is Bucky. He's the mascot. Bucky the Beast.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a good. I like him. Period. I'll leave it at that.
Kelly, you think he'll be VP?
No, probably not.
It's gonna be somebody unknown, huh?
No,
I don't even know.
Black Son, you would think that you would want a VP because he's black as hell. Remember black supremacy?
No, I like
He qualified.
that's what Kelly's saying. No, I like Tim Scott as a VP. I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah, me too, because I feel like he has his ear to the street a little bit more. And, I always complain about Trump not being well rounded in that
Did he have his ear
aspect.
to the street when he created Opportunity Zone? When he backed that bill and sponsored it and created it?
Well,
Opportunity Zone is one of the worst things that happened to black people.
I don't think people necessarily make choices with bad intent always.
I bet you they don't.
But I mean, how long has this been happening? Decades?
Opportunity Zone's been happening since what? 2016.
That's the earliest that's happened.
I mean, that's when it was created.
I mean,
Opportunity zones literally suck the life out of black community. Suck the life out of it.
So nobody benefited off of it, MD?
Yeah, yeah. The realty companies and
the fucking the fucking you know
the
who.
contractors and all of that, they benefited.
So there were no black contractors?
I'm muting that.
Huh? Okay, okay. I'm just asking, bro. I mean, okay. I'm just asking, but I'll leave it alone.
But
I'm gonna
it
leave it alone.
shouldn't be like that though.
I know it's you're right. You're right, Kelly. I'm just being, yeah. I'm just playing the race card.
No, no,
You
no,
know,
no,
you're right.
no. I'm not saying in that regard. I'm like people that live in the community should be able to run the stores and everything else in their community. Period. That's how I feel.
But if we keep Biden in office, the migrants they move in and now it's their community. So technically, they could benefit off what you just said. Let MD tell it.
They could, and that's why I've always told people quit freaking banging the pavement for them. They're
I
not going to
agree.
come in and be underclass. They're going to zoom past everybody.
Right.
And why would you want that to happen?
Right. Tax free, I might add too. Tax
Yeah.
free. Don't. Yeah.
That's why I have a problem with the Indians too.
And again, Kelly is justified. I don't take that away from you, sis. I don't take that away from you. All I was saying was if now we're going to go to Vivek Swami. If he chooses them, it won't be VP. Now, if it's another position, don't have a heart attack. That's all I was saying. But hey, but I'm not taking away the disdain that you have from him. You have a right to that because it's justified. I get it. I get it, sis. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that would be my major thing with Haley too. You know?
Yeah. I agree.
What? Well, hold on. What's that?
I said my issue with Haley, that would be one of the number one things is her alliance, who she's loyal to first.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Again, my position is they all neoliberal. That's just what my position is. All of them. Like,
Trump ain't no neoliberal.
Everybody got a base set of Pokemon that they play with. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no different. So I don't factor in talking about who's loyal to who. Hell, all of them loyal to some type of conglomerate. All of them. So that's just what it is. I got to take that out because I know all of them is like that. Nobody's free market capitalism, so I cancel that out. Then I go off of what the policy says. What I'm saying is, I know for a fact that the same policies that Trump runs, Nikki Haley will also run. How do I know that? Base it off the track record. Now, I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying that I can get the same stuff out of Haley that I can get from Trump. If Trump win, cool. See, I'm a policy-based voter. I'm not a party-based voter.
I don't know, MD. You sound like you sound like you got some big investments.
So now I'm part of the conglomerate. Okay. I got you.
Like, what the hell do you got going on? Maybe that's why you don't turn on your camera. Who do you work for?
I work for big truck. That's the conglomerate that I work for.
Big truck, then you need to be rooting for Trump. Then shit, big truck. Hell.
Hey man.
Yeah.
So you admit? Well, you already admitted earlier.
I've been admitting from day one. That's been my main cry. That's been my main battle cry. Lower the gas prices. Give subsidies to the oil industry. Yeah, I've been pounding that drum since the last Biden damn Trump debate. Back when in 2020, shit, I've been pounding that drum. I've been pounding that drum into the ground, MD. Come on now.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
Hell yeah, shit.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. With that being said, who do big oil bend the knee to?
I don't know who they been it up to. I don't know. I just know they're gonna lower the
Okay.
gas prices.
So are you down with bending the knee to OPEC? Because for a long time you were touting bricks for a long time.
Right. I'm
So
cool with whoever lowers the gas prices. That's who I'm cool with.
okay.
I'm cool with them gas. Whoever lowered them gas prices, and it's not Biden because he's proved it in the last 4 years. I want to get back to when, because I can tell you when Trump was in office, my profit margin was very high. I want to get back to
I'm
that.
confused though because you said you was a nationalist. So but basically what you're saying when it comes to oil, you just throw your ass in the wind and whoever slapped first, that's who you rolling with.
What I'm saying is I want those Trump gas prices. That's what I'm saying.
I
I
don't know
mean,
what Trump
I
gas
get
prices
it.
are.
Trump gas prices were like a dollar,
Man,
no,
wasn't
two
no
$87.
dollars and
man,
18 cents here in
bro.
Georgia.
We
Two
already
dollars.
had this conversation. Ain't no fuel been no dollar nothing.
I'm sorry, 218,
Not
218. It
under
was.
Trump.
I'm sorry, 218 under Trump. It was 218. It was 218 under Trump.
I'm more concerned. People would probably call me because I am technically a classical liberal, right? Um, I do want some type of how do I say it? Like where rent can be capped, right? In these inner cities, what they do is they charge people almost damn near double on the
That's not
premise.
classic liberalism, Kelly.
Yeah. What? Well,
Classic liberalism is free market capitalism. You mean that you're a social liberal?
no, I'm not a socialist.
Well, that's what you just said.
What? That I don't want people to be able
You
to
said rent should be
extort?
capped. That's no classic
No,
liberal ideology.
no. What I'm saying is, I don't think that people who are in underprivileged areas should be extorted for double market price just because their credit might be bad. They don't, for whatever reason, they'll get denied. And a landlord can just come in and say, okay, your rent's going to be 1,200. And then
Right.
6 months later, they're going to say it's 1,800,
Right.
you know, and market value is 1,000. Let's say that, they could just do what they want. I just feel like there should be more help for Americans versus anybody else. But I'm not a socialist by any means.
Well, what you just described is not only socialism, it's national socialism. You're a Nazi, Kelly.
No, I'm
Oh
not.
Lord, listen, boy.
the
I
reason
know
the
him and
reason
his.
the
He's
reason I say
trolling. He
that is
trolling,
because
Kelly. He trolling.
you said that. No, listen, hear me out. You said that there should be basically a better social safety net for the less fortunate, but it should go to us as Americans. Us as Americans equals nationalism. More social safety net for the less deprived is socialism.
Chris.
You put one and one,
Hey.
that's two. Nationalist socialism.
Hello.
I just put in the chat. Everybody need to read what classic liberalism is. I just put it in the chat. I'm gonna highlight it
Okay.
right now. Classic liberalism is a political tradition and a branch of liberalism that advocates free market and laissez-faire economy. That don't mean helping nobody.
Okay, what does that mean?
What does laissez-faire mean?
Yeah.
Free market
Why would it
and
say free
civil and
advocates free
civil
market and
liberty.
free market?
Laissez-faire is the classical term where it comes from, the French.
Okay.
They just put that there because that's the norm. That's the
Okay,
norm
well,
of
if
Right.
that's the
Right.
case, then these huge
Shoot.
companies, Gorman,
Oh.
whoever they are, I'm just using Gorman because that's
I
somebody
ain't gonna
here,
say mean shoot. 'Cause I
could
mean
buy up
shit.
everything and then charge 3 times what it's worth.
You're right.
And too bad if you can't afford it.
Okay. Oh shit.
No, because then we're taking away the safety nets that we need for people.
Well, I'm telling you, that's not classic liberalism. I was
Okay.
just correcting the term.
Okay, well, I'm not down with
Okay.
completely trampling over Americans that are less fortunate. I'm not cool with that. I
Right.
mean, if you can get ahead, right, do you. But I just don't feel like it's fair to say that just because you never know what somebody's been through or what they're going through or whatever. Like, what?
Hey, you know they call me the political prophet amongst men, right? All
I
these
believe it.
all these terms that you say, I know them already, and I know what they mean. So when I hear something, it's like a light bulb go up or like a lightning bolt, where I got to say, okay, here's what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
That's all
lord.
I'm saying. So to put more emphasis on what you said, it said classical liberalism, contrary to liberal branches like social liberalism, looks more negatively on social policy, taxation, and state involvement in the lives of individuals. So I just wanted to correct that. That's all.
Okay, but
Sorry.
what's so bad about what I'm saying? I'm
I
not
ain't saying it's
saying I
nothing bad.
want.
I'm not saying I know. I'm not saying it's nothing bad. What I'm saying is what you described is not like classical liberalism.
Because I
What you described
definitely.
literally is socialism, like literally.
Well, I'm not talking about UBI and everything's equal and blah 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 blah. I'm not saying that because that's not what this country is built on, right? It has to. It's built on capitalism. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it's a mixed economy. So
I
you're right.
don't want. I don't want any of them. It's almost like a monopoly when you come down to it. Then what happens to the people? They'll get flooded out, or you better hope you own something. Just saying. For me, I think I'm not even worried about the gas prices. Make it affordable to even the automobile market right now is off the charts. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want
But
to.
Kelly, it's all tied together. If you go up on the gas prices, that means the truckers got to charge more for food. So it all ties together.
I know Kelly ain't just fucking say that rent control will be socialism.
MB said that.
Hold on, let me say this.
No,
Let
I
me say
didn't
this.
say that.
I said
No,
it.
no, you did
No,
try to
MB
imitate
said
that.
that.
Kelly, you
MB,
I
said
said it.
it's fit to say it, but that's not true. Okay, you was. I'm not a socialist by a long shot, but I just feel like the rent is out of control. We do need rent control. It's too fucking high, bro. Even what you initially said, a lot of these apartments that's charging 1,400, it's not fucking worth it. Look at the apartments in fucking New York, bro. Those people are suffering. They're trying to remove the middle class. Everything that's supposed to be the American dream. I don't know why the hell why am I echoing?
That's Black Sun. That's Black
oh,
Sun.
that's right. Sorry.
My fault. But yeah, dumb people. Have you seen the real estate agents in New York City? There needs to be something done. These fucking corporations is fucking greedy. These prices is outlandish. Okay, it's like for real. Y'all talking about when rent prices was when Trump? No, rent prices should have stayed where they was at when Obama was in office. I don't want to hear shit about how stuff need to go up. It don't need to go up. Nothing needs to rent should have stayed. First off, it needs to be significantly lower, and a lot of these billionaires and corporations need to be taxed fully because it's not fair. It's just that in the modern day history, Trump was just the one neoliberal president that gave poor people and the proletariat way more crumbs than what we're used to. We like, oh shit, like the child tax credit, all that shit. That was nice. Biden is fucking selfish, and under a Democratic president, that's why far leftists don't fucking want him back in office because he took it too far being selfish.
Tell it, GTO. Tell it. Tell it.
I actually agree with you. We're not in disagreement at all.
That's
But
my point.
yeah,
That's my point. We are in agreement. But my whole thing about it is you was like, I'm not a socialist, Bob. That don't have nothing to do with socialism. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, it's a lot of Republicans that's very class conscious that realize a lot of our stuff that's going on in society is based off problems with class, not problems with, like, all the culture wars and everything about racism. That's just to distract the working class so that way we won't fight for our workers' rights, so that we won't fight for rent control, because these are the things that we need to be talking about. And then, like Black Sun said, we need to stop the bombing of other countries, because our military budget is like, it's too much money that we spend on our military. You know what I'm saying? And we getting killed in all these other countries. It's a waste of time. So really, MD and Black Sun is right. Black Sun is right about the wars. It's gotten out of control, and too much money is being spent on that. And then the only people that's benefiting financially from that war is big corporations. So they're on loads of money, mountains of money, billions of dollars from, like, child labor in other countries, because that's connected to corporations and our politicians. The bombing of Palestinians, the Ukraine, let's be honest, Ukraine is ready to be obsolete. And everybody wanted to make it seem like Biden was pro-China because he said he don't support.
It cut out. Did it cut out?
My fault, y'all. They tried to call Biden pro-China because he said that he don't support Taiwan independence, but he don't even mean to say it like that. He just know if China come in there, what's his name, President Z, come in there doing too much, to come in and do, like, that's why Trump keeps saying he wants to pull out of NATO. Like, he's still a neoliberal president, but I feel like he just want to give more crumbs than a lot of the other presidential candidates or whatever. That's why they really hate Trump. And then he not for all the wars. He's like, it's going too far. He see that it's going too far. I don't know if he really want to pull out of NATO or how he going to do it.
now see,
It's capitalism economics. If you reduce diamonds and flood the supply, prices would fall. Don't leave us hanging. My fault, Simon. I just had to talk to somebody in the background. Hold on.
So
we've had that
hey,
argument
you're exactly
before,
right,
though.
Simon. At the end of the day, it's all about what's going on in our system of capitalism, not free market capitalism, but our system of capitalism. And I'm telling you, when it comes to war, that's big money. How do I know it's big money? Because it's most of the GDP, and it goes up every year.
Yep.
Because they make money off of it. So you're not gonna sit up here and tell me that you're gonna stop the war when the very essence of making money in America is war. I just
But
can't
that
go
needs
off.
to stop though, MD, because
I'm not
we had
saying it
money
don't need to stop.
before.
I'm not saying it don't need to stop. I'm saying that's America. Don't tell me a lie saying that you're gonna stop something knowing that you can't stop it. Not
You
if
talking
you
about Trump
complete
is
not if
lying.
you
You think Trump is
completely
lying.
bust up the budget in itself on how we see or view the GDP in America. You can't stop it. You're lying to me when you say you're gonna stop something in Ukraine. You're lying to me when you say you're gonna stop what's going on. You're lying. That's just what it is. I would rather have you tell me what's going on up front than you lie to me, knowing that I know how the system works. So
I
you're
don't
not
think
gonna
Trump
stop
is lying about that. I think he really would try.
Man, listen.
And I know most of our politicians is lying. I don't even like Trump, but I don't think he lying about that. I just think that, because how did he pull out of NATO? Is that possible for us to pull out of NATO? That's my question to
Yeah,
you.
of course. Yeah, it's possible. But hell, I'm even saying pulling out of NATO ultimately is going to benefit us independently, as far as our outlook on our war GDP or our defense GDP. Hell, to me, pulling out of NATO will make the situation worse, because then you fully invested in what your conflicts are. It's not a concerted effort anymore. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say hypothetically we do pull out of NATO. You got the situation going on in Israel right now, which the United States is knee deep in, meaning that you're gonna have to consolidate more of your effort on the defense budget to make sure everything's straight.
What you mean?
Increasing. What you mean? What I mean? Okay, all right, listen. So let's just say hypothetically again, we pull out of NATO in regards to the NATO treaties, Article 13, blah blah blah, this and that. Let's say Russia invade, I don't know, Poland. If
Why
we
do you
pull out,
think they're going to invade Poland?
I said hypothetically.
Oh, okay.
Hypothetically, let's say Poland, right?
Mhm.
Poland is an ally at the end of the day. We ain't got we wouldn't be a NATO, but that's an ally. You would have to independently basically consolidate your defenses outside of NATO to help in that effort or that conflict. You know what I'm saying? The more money you basically put in, the more money that you're gonna get out based off of the military contract. It's not a NATO issue anymore, at least not for us. You know what I'm saying? Let's say and you can look at that bigger is, let's say Israel. If Israel was a fully in tune NATO country, what we putting in Israel right now would basically be triple or even maybe quadruple in terms of an independent effort and not a joint effort, like what's going on in Yemen right now with the US and UK. Let's say UK wasn't involved in that. It was just us. We would be sending more weaponry into
But
Yemen.
I feel like even with NATO, we making stupid decisions, even as far as the Houthis is concerned. Like, first off, the Houthis, they don't care if the U.S. boss up on them. They want the Red Sea red. They want to get it back in blood. It has nothing to do with how many men they lose. It has nothing to do with how many men is lost on like all these ships and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that. They want the people scared to go past that route. And the fact that the U.S. is like, yeah, let's strike the Houthis. I'm like, bro, you need to let aid go through to the Gazans or to Palestinians. That's what they're asking for. Now they're asking for a complete ceasefire because they didn't expose. They knew that the U.S. was going to strike back, but now they're asking for a ceasefire. And it's like, why can't they just stop ethnically cleansing people?
GTO, do you think the U.S. would be
The
striking
Palestinians, and they've been doing so for 75 years. So why do you keep even talking about the conflict with Yemen? It's only caused because Israel
because
is
it's about money.
causing genocide.
Why is the
And
U.S.
it's based
involving
off
themselves in
racism.
Yemen?
Because how we going to save
They don't give a damn about them
Ukraine,
people.
but we not going to save the Palestinians? That don't even make no sense.
What's coming through the Red Sea, GTO? You know what it is. What's coming
We
through the
don't
Red Sea
give a
right now?
fuck. They don't give a fuck. Hold on. This is irrelevant. The U.S. is literally stupid for
Shipping
even
supply is
engaging with
irrelevant?
the Houthis. It is, hold on. It is irrelevant because why is the U.S. giving the Houthis what they want? No matter if we're in NATO or not, any country, whether they're NATO or not, okay, that's what the Houthis want. They want the Red Sea red. So what does it matter if we send in weapons or if we doing our own thing? We shouldn't be involved in it. We shouldn't be helping supply. And first of all, America is so, oh my God, socialism is so bad. Oh my God, socialism, communism, Marxism. But we're funding socialism in another country because Israel has free health care. They have free college.
I agree with that.
They have free subsidized housing. Excuse me? What are you talking about supplying anybody with weapons for? We should not be helping those people. It is an apartheid state that needs to abolish itself. So what does that have to do with NATO?
Conservatism. You know why?
Okay,
and again, going back to the Red Sea. Again, it's not that hard to figure out. You got
it's
trade.
not.
You got
The
trade
US is
going through the
stupid.
Red Sea. You think the United States is just gonna let that ride? They not.
It do not matter.
It don't matter about your diapers. It don't matter about your
You don't fight
water.
people with no shoes on.
Hey, again.
You don't fight people with no shoes on. The Houthis do not care. So you're only giving them what they want, no matter if they.
Hey, I'm like Black
they
Sun on
want
this
all
one.
the smoke.
We care about our TCL 65-inch TVs. We care
And
about
then
our
on
damn
top of that,
PlayStation
it's
5.
not like they can't pass through. They only got to take a longer route. That's it. So
Yeah,
either
the
you pull
Houthis
out, hold
making
on,
makeshift
either
bombs
you
hitting that.
stop
Yeah, we got
ethnically
to go.
cleansing the Palestinian babies, either they stop seeing baby feet up under the rubble, or they can get it popping. The Houthis do not care. Why are you giving them exactly what they want? They don't care. Any
Because the
shipping
PlayStation
company that's
5.
still passing through that Red Sea,
New
they're
Madden
on a
about to drop in a few
suicide
months.
mission. They're on a suicide mission. Now I know that's a fact, and that's exactly what the Houthis want.
I need a new laptop. Bomb their ass. Bomb the shit out of them.
What are you talking? They don't want smoke with them anyway because they're backed by Iran, a real military.
GTO.
Like, yo, our military and our
have the
military
trade that's
finances
coming
are
to us.
being
Do you not
stretched
understand
thin.
that?
Why do you think that Biden do not want smoke with China no more over there on Taiwan?
You just move the goalpost.
They're acting like Biden is some socialist and he pro-China. He never been pro-China. Just last year he said he support Taiwan's independence, and now this year he's saying no because our military budget is stretched.
GTO, what's on the boat that the Houthis hit? What's on them boats?
I don't care, and they don't either.
So
do you understand? They want the smoke. So why are we going to keep supplying? Like, even India,
because Black Sun needs his PS5. That's why.
Crap. They didn't even want the smoke with them people.
Like,
That's
I don't understand what's going on.
Them shipments is all India got.
We need iPhones.
Even they back down from the Houthis.
We need the laptops. We need all of it.
The Houthis bombed the Israel embassy. They was pissed and they was scared. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my phone.
It's simple. The Houthi situation goes to one thing and one thing only: is trade. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not that hard. Like, the Houthis was hitting cargo ships. The United States said, "Oh hell no, y'all fucking up the trade. Now we got to fuck you up." It's as simple as that.
This was about us pulling out of NATO, but that's why I said I don't even understand why NATO keep doing stupid stuff. It seemed like everything they touch turns to a war and just poop everywhere. It's outlandish. Why is the media even picking with Biden right now? Because for once he said no to a war with Taiwan and China. Make it make sense. Like, NATO is doing too much. That's why Trump said, yo, let's just call it a day. And I don't even like that nigga, but he's right from running on this anti-war campaign because the Americans are tired of it, yo. Like a lot of these politicians is gonna lose because they not listen to nothing that the people is saying at this point. All right, hold on.
You're exactly right, Simon. Do you know that most of the technology hubs in the world have central hubs and headquarters in Israel right now? They have made Israel a industry.
But Josh is kind of right in a way. Like, who really gives a fuck?
The people is tired of that, yo. They not ready to vote for Biden or Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is a clown, and she talking about raising the retirement age to 77. She's a loser. Nobody's going to vote like they want Trump. These corporations is sitting there trying to figure out.
I gotta put on my armor. I gotta put on my armor and my shield.
The most money, Trump or Biden. Now, now, Black Sam and my lion. That's what it seems like. It's a political theater to see who gonna get the most money. Trump or Biden. That's what it seemed like because they want the war to continue.
You just lied. I got my armor on. You just lied. I gotta defend Nikki Haley. You just lied. She did not say that she was gonna raise the retirement age to 70.
Yes,
that's a lie.
she did. She said no. She said 20-year-olds. I think she said 20-year-olds or 17-year-olds.
Pull the receipt. Pull the receipt right now. Pull the receipt. Because you know I'm gonna do it. Pull the receipt.
Pull the receipt for what?
Oh.
She did say she wanted to raise the retirement age.
Pull the receipt. Pull the receipt.
I don't know. I don't need to pull shit. I know what the hell she said. Don't nobody want to vote for her. Don't nobody want her. No, Black Son is right on that. Nobody's gonna vote for Nikki Haley.
Do it, y'all.
First off, she's phony. She won't even use her original Indian name. Like, no matter what you say about the Republicans, you can say they racist, whatever. They don't like the fact that she's not real. They respect Vivek Ramaswamy because he never tried to say he was a Christian. He continued saying he was a Hindu. He used his real name. Like Nikki really, you can tell she putting concealer on her face, bro, to make her face lighter. Everything about her is fake. She's weird. The corporations is paying her off and she's pressed by it. And she's going to continue on all these wars, and the America see right through her. She's not going to win.
Let me put my shield of Haley on. Hold on, give me a second.
I don't know, and that's why you said why do you even like her? She is a loser. You talking about neoliberal? She's the main one
neoliberal, but all of them
she's
neoliberal.
more neoliberal than Trump, though.
Okay, stop the cap, MD. All she did is
Yeah, she worse than Trump, though. She the worst one up there, and she fake. She's scared to rep her people. Her real name is Nimarata. She's a Punjabi. Her father worked at a HBCU. People don't like it, no matter what side of the political aisle you roll on. Come on now.
I don't know why people don't understand that.
Whenever she said, the fact that she said that people is going to have to retire at 70, but she said it was the same age as life expectancy. What is the life expectancy, like 77? So we're going to have to work until we 77.
Hey, hold the line, goddammit. Push.
She did.
Haley,
she
Haley,
didn't
Haley,
say
push.
it, but she said it.
Is you going to vote for her, MD? Like what? She is
Just because she
hold
didn't
the line.
say it verbatim.
Stand for Haley.
That's exactly what she was implicating.
Thank you. She said the life expectancy. The life expectancy in America is 77. She might have said she wanted to raise it, but she did say the life expectancy.
Okay, so you backtrack. Okay,
it's not backtracking. It's the same damn thing. She basically, just like Kelly said, it's wordplay because she's a goddamn Zionist trash shill. Like she's a goddamn grifter. How can't even show her real skin color? She way browner than that. She's been putting concealer on her face since her campaign started. And she been answering, like, why couldn't she say anything good about the Civil War? Like, why couldn't she just say that it was slavery? That was the one thing that Republicans tried to say that was great. That didn't make them look like racist motherfuckers. That don't even make no sense. You tripping.
You should know that.
Conscious put up a video about that.
Come on now. MD, you're not ready to get me fired up. I know exactly what the hell she said. We've been on TikTok laughing at her dumb ass all morning. Like, what are you? Because she said
I'm a bear my cross. So Haley, I'm good.
Well, she ain't gonna win. I don't even understand why it's a thing.
Yeah, everything about her is weak. Everything about her is weak. Americans do not like when people can't keep it real. People hate fake people. You say I'm a goddamn Trumpster. I don't give a damn if you call me a Trumpster, nigga. You up there acting like you a Trumpster. Up there dick riding Nikki Haley. She won't even know her real skin color.
And we're not even in a position.
At least she a female. Vivek dick ride Trump.
Well, most people do end up doing that to the person they think is going to become president. Just saying.
Well, I actually like Vivek. Vivek is actually entertaining. I like him. He's funny as hell. Vivek funny as hell. Like, and he real. At least he say he Hindu. Because guess what? A lot of Hindus have a lot of conservative views too. What are you talking about? They very conservative. It's a whole section of Hindus that accept gay people, and it's another section that be like, no, you're not supposed to be gay. Like, it's variety. Like, it's a mix of different people.
It's variety. You're right. Like Hindus that want to be white. You're right. So what we talking about here?
But like, no, you're not going to get over on Americans like that. That's what I'm saying. The party that she trying to placate.
But Americans are not white.
Why is she trying to bleach her skin? They don't look at it as, even if they racist as hell and want all black people dead, they still gonna be like, oh, she's not even real about it. She's not even real about it. I'd rather vote for Obama. That's how I'd rather vote for Vivek. At least he keeping it real. Like, they don't like that.
Oh, okay.
They don't
Who
like
you vote
that.
for?
But can we be honest and say that America would not even collectively vote a woman in 2023 as
and that's
president?
another thing. Thank you. That's another thing. That's number one. That's number one.
Who's the majority of America, Keller?
Well, I imagine women, maybe.
That's not what I meant.
Probably
That's not what I
women.
meant.
And we
That's
still
not
don't
what I
give a
meant.
damn. A lot of
That's
women
not
still
what I
do not
meant.
want a woman president. That don't mean nothing.
Well, like I said, we'll see come November. All
And
this,
it's
I
like,
can't wait. I
it's a
can't wait till
shame
November.
because
So all
every
this shit
single
can be
time
dead.
women probably would want a woman president. Like if they turn out to be weak, like who bleaches their skin? Not bleaches their skin, but put on concealer on their skin.
Women.
You know they darker than that. Like that's weak stuff. Don't no woman like stuff like that. And even when Hillary was trying to like win, it's just like, ma'am, you should have sucked your own husband off. Like don't nobody want to vote for you neither. Like why you let another woman suck your husband off? Like you weird. You should have been in there sucking. You should have been next to her, elbowing that bitch in the fucking face. We can't trust you to run a country. Come on now.
Lord.
So who you voting for, GTO?
Huh?
Who you voting for?
I wish I could vote for somebody that wasn't supporting Zionism, but I can't do that. So I don't know
No,
who
that's impossible.
That's impossible. That's damn near impossible. All the candidates that don't support Israel, that don't support Israel, they didn't took them off the ballot. Took them off the ballot. Well, not Cornel West. You know he not win. He not going to win because he owes $65,000 in child support and he won't even cut his fucking hair and fix his goddamn teeth. He done made me so mad. I'm like, now your black ass know you got to fix your damn teeth and cut your damn hair. I don't know who you playing with. And then he won't get his suits tailored. His suits be big as shit and be having stains on them while he ready to go. No, ain't nobody ready to vote for him. Waste my damn time. And then the other socialist I want, talking about she want the death sentence to school shooters and stuff like that, even if they don't kill nobody. Like she nicknamed herself the fat black socialist. Like that's annoying. Like I need a socialist president that's serious. I need a socialist president that's going to infiltrate the system. Like we need to infiltrate, man. We need to infiltrate. Okay. We need a CIA operation. If you far left and you want to make a CIA operation, that's what we need to do. Okay. We need a CIA operation to infiltrate the people so that way we can get people their real workers' rights. Because I miss when poor white people used to just, send homemade bombs to, a lot of these CEOs and billionaires. That's what needs to happen. What happened when poor white people used to roll up on you? Okay. You couldn't just treat poor white people like you wanted to. Okay. Look at Black Sundays.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on no more.
She's right. When I found out she changed to use Nikki rather than the Maratha, I held my head in my hands. It's like she gave herself a handicap. Exactly. She be saying a lot of dumb stuff. She's not confident at all. I don't know what you're talking about. She's confident. She confidently read. She confidently memorize her goddamn answers. She confident. Like, come on now. She's not confident. Like, ain't nothing confident about her. She make women look goofy in general. Like, what?
Okay. You heard it here first from GTO. She gave her take.
Also, y'all need to start respecting Fannie Willis Coochie. If you think Fannie Willis Coochie is going to remove Trump whole case, okay, it's time to start praising Fannie Willis Coochie. The black woman is God, okay? Oh my God! And let's
hold on. GTO. What about Jocelyn Wade?
Huh?
What about Jocelyn Wade?
Jocelyn Wade. What about it? You talking about the wife?
Just leave it alone, Black Son, please.
No, what about Jocelyn Wade? No, I want to know.
I don't know. I just think that can't they switch it over to somebody else if she don't work?
Wait, do you know who Jocelyn Wade is?
Who is Jocelyn Wade?
You leave it alone.
The man and wife, right?
I'm not gonna leave it alone. Jocelyn Wade is the ex-wife of Nathan Wade.
So that was the ex-wife he was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what about her?
Are you saying she's going to take her down?
No, I'm saying what about Jocelyn Wade? Because you said, the black woman that's in that blah, blah, blah. I mean, Jocelyn Wade.
I was just joking. I'm just playing. I'm just saying you should respect Fannie. No, I wasn't. No, I'm saying, I'm not saying she should have did what she did. Oh, fuck her. I'm just joking and saying like Fannie, you should if Fannie, if this whole case is gonna make Trump case go away, which we know it's not, but if it do, you should respect her vagina because it's doing the Lord's work, right? It's making y'all
So
look good.
GTO, so you're saying that if Fannie goes away, the case will stay?
I mean, I like first off, he got so many damn charges. And Fannie say that the Trump supporters been threatening her ass. So I don't know. I just think it's going to transfer. I know they can get another person. Now, is it going to make
Okay, so
the
let me ask you a question, GTO. Let me ask you a question. So
and why you keep saying if the White House is behind it? What that have to do with anything? Even if they
it
were.
has everything to do with it. You having Biden persecuting his political opponents. But let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask MD the same question.
Oh, that's illegal.
Let me ask you a question. There's a job, right? And this particular job pays this particular person $650,000, right? And so now that person goes away. They want to hire you on that job. Do you expect to get that same pay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, any DA that's going to take over that case is going to expect the same pay. That's why ain't nobody going to take that case.
Black son, that's wrong.
That's not wrong.
I told you yesterday that that's the base pay that she was hard.
That's not the base pay, MD. The expert, the RICO expert, only got 90,000. Who you talking to?
Black son.
The other DA got 70,000. Who you talking to?
Let me explain again. Nathan Wade is the head prosecutor in the special counsel.
That has no experience.
The job was also offered to the former governor of Georgia, Roy Barnes.
Okay,
the same amount of money.
Okay, so I'll let you have that.
He turned it down because
that's
he
fine.
wanted
That's
more
fine.
money.
MD. So when Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis gets kicked off the case, is the same amount of money going to be paid whoever takes it over?
Yes, because it's the base pay.
That's not the base pay.
And you get it up front for a certain amount of time, which equals $650,000 based on the estimated time of the trial in totality. They explained all of it. Roy Barnes wanted more. He was going to get the same 650. He said, no, I want more than that. That's what he said.
Okay.
So yeah, that's wrong. I'm not saying that she didn't show favoritism in hiring her. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the job was offered to somebody else and they wanted more money.
You said it's what? What'd you say to MD at the last one?
I said the job was offered to somebody else and they wanted more money.
Oh, okay.
They got paid up front for a certain amount of time. As a matter of fact, if the totality of the trial time goes over that, he gonna get more money. So let's say hypothetically it was I don't know, let's say 6 months. I'm just using a blanket time, right? Let's say 6 months, $650,000. If it goes over 6 months, he gonna get more money. You know that, right, Black Son?
Okay. All right. Well, again, I stand by
the rate is $250 an hour.
Okay. So again,
remember
MD,
he charged the White House 24 hours, $250 an hour.
MD. So again, you never did answer the question. This is why I can't take you seriously. Why did Nathan Wade meet with the White House and charge them 24 hours twice?
They were basically trading information about the case.
Oh, they're trading information. You know they met right before they indicted Trump, right?
Yeah, that's called investigation.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying, Black Son. And again, I don't disagree with what you're saying in terms of like what he did or what he's accused of being doing. That ain't my argument. My argument is the base salary that he's getting was offered to somebody else and they said no because they wanted more money.
Oh, you're saying that it was. Oh, okay, I understand what you're saying.
Hell, Roy Barn probably said no. You got to give me $1 million.
That's what I was
So
just ready to say out my mouth. I was just ready to say, like, if it is from the White House, they being cheap on these payments.
I
Well, the
wonder
White
what, because
again, that's a foul. The White House didn't make Fulton County indict Trump. That's also a fallacy.
not according to Newt Gingrich.
Well, Newt Gingrich is talking outside his neck. Is what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
listen, I'm just saying it's like, I mean, MD got a point too. It should be more money, but I mean, Biden, he do got R. Kelly tendencies. You remember R. Kelly was paying his victims like $15 and shit after he beat on them and shit. So I mean, it just makes sense, you know.
Oh, they got Trump up speeching. He, all right, man. You can go and play the rally, man. And we can take it from there. But again, hey, remember, record high for the stock market.
So you vote for Biden?
No, I'm not voting for Biden. But
So
I
what's your
but I
plan?
but I understand the complexity of what the economy is. I'm not gonna get. Listen, what I'm saying.
Biden is selfish for a Democrat. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's
This is all I'm
selfish.
saying. I'm not saying that the stock market hitting the record high
Wait,
is
but MD, you
justifying
said earlier you can't wait till November. What's going down in November?
the election. I can't wait for this shit to be over with. Is what I'm telling you.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, I got what you're saying. Okay.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not
I
saying.
can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Well, again, we already know what's gonna happen for tomorrow. So what you waiting on?
Right. Because I'm tired of you goddamn capping for Nikki Haley. Shit. I'm tired of that shit.
Hey man, hey, I'm
Damn.
Nikki Strong. I'm Nikki Strong, like it said on the post.
Man.
Ew.
Oh, I can't wait
I'm
till
Nikki
tomorrow
Strong.
so he can stop capping for that damn woman.
You know, like
Damn.
it's real.
A
It's real issues.
NH for NH. God damn it, New Hampshire for Nikki Haley.
Don't hold your breath, MD. Don't hold your breath, brother.
Shit,
Like whole time
I'm
Trump
thinking
like
about riding on up there so I can
him.
see if
Like
I can get in the polls for tomorrow.
Trump numbers is just stomping on her. Ain't no way in the world.
You better tell him, D. You better tell him, D.
Hey,
GTO.
I
And
told you
I
I'm
just don't like that lady and telling you that she's not a strong
well,
candidate.
it ain't about if you like her or not.
The America don't like her neither. I really think they lying about her
What
number.
is America? America is 50-50 on voting for Trump. So what are we talking about? I
Whoa,
don't go
whoa,
by
whoa,
America.
whoa, 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 whoa. No, sir. No, sir. They're at 71% over Nikki Haley.
So
Nationwide.
you telling me in a general election? I said general. I'm talking about
General
general election.
election, Biden is going to get smoked. It's going to be a landslide.
What you missed the poll, man. What the poll say right now, Black Son?
Oh, let's see.
Damn the polls now, huh?
No. Let's look at the poll.
If he don't have that Muslim vote, he don't have nothing. You know, it's a
Yeah, you better
oh my
look.
God, it's a
Muslims
lot
are
of the Muslims.
0.01% of the population of America.
For real?
The hell with the Muslims.
Trump beats Biden 42-41. That's one poll. The other one,
That's
Trump
literally
44.
Black.
538. 530. Clear
Literally
polling.
half.
Huh? I'm sorry.
That's virtually half and half, Black Son.
Okay, Biden's gonna get smoked. He's up in every swing state. I mean, what else?
Hey, pull up the poll with Nikki Haley and Biden.
Okay.
Hurry up, don't take that long.
No, I got it. Okay, so, hold on, give me 1 second. Nikki Haley. Oh, it says Nikki Haley leads Biden.
All right,
Okay,
so let's put the bullshit to rest.
Okay.
Nikki Haley is the most competent person running on any side of the aisle.
But guess,
I'm
but guess,
Nikki Strong.
okay, but
I
guess
have
what the
my
polls
sister
are?
Strong.
But guess what the polls are with Trump versus Nikki? Just in New Hampshire. And this is after the endorsement of Ron DeSantis. 66 to 42.
So again,
That's double.
based off what the polls say, because you missed the poll, man. I'm not.
Okay.
Based off what the polls say, in New Hampshire, Trump is beating Nikki Haley.
Mm-hmm.
In the general election, Trump is hanging on by a thread. In the general election,
No.
Haley is definingly beating Biden. What does that say? What do you mean no? Pull
It
up the
means
number
that the
again, Black
polls.
John.
It means that the polls are rigged.
Well, anybody can be Biden right now. He's trash.
Yeah,
He
anybody
just
can
said
be Biden.
42-41, Trump and Biden. 42-41. What was the number with Haley, Black John?
It's the
I mean,
same
let's
with-
do
it's
math
same
for a
with
second.
Haley.
Let's play math. There ain't no same. Let me pull it up.
Okay, pull it up.
Kelly, come back up here. I'm crying.
Let me pull it up, cause you finagling, Black Son. If you know, we going back to elementary school. If Trump is leading Biden by 1 point, Nikki Haley is leading Biden by 9 points. Who has the better margin of winning on Biden?
Trump. Because Biden, have you seen Nikki Haley's polls in the swing state, sir?
What does that have to do with the general election poll?
The general election rides on the swing states. You know that. Come on now.
But we just saw that Nikki Haley is winning by a wider margin than Trump. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the swing states, just the swing states alone.
So you just, oh my God, Black Son.
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna come down to the swing
You
states.
fail,
Come
Black
on,
Son.
come
You
on.
fail. You fail.
It comes down to the swing states, sir.
Even though the general election, the totality of everybody in the country.
That shit is rigged, bro. Come on now.
God
They
damn.
trying to the Koch brothers put all that money into
Damn.
bolster hit Nikki Haley so they can hype her, but she's gonna lose terribly. That's why I can't wait for tomorrow, man. So this Nikki Haley shit can be over with. God damn.
You say she's gonna drop out after tomorrow?
I mean, if she want to not get slaughtered in South Carolina, I would advise her to.
I'm about to email her right now and tell her what you just said.
Yeah, tell her what I just said. Because she gonna,
Not
if
you
she don't, if she don't, you know, her political career is over because she's gonna get slaughtered in South Carolina. So that it'd be if you want to see her within a couple of years from now, she better drop out because she gonna get slaughtered. She's behind Trump like double digits, like 22
I haven't
points.
seen that.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. I'll pull it up right now for you. Since you haven't seen it, you're going to see it now.
The intellectual votes for Nikki Haley.
I don't give a damn.
Just say you
give a
damn. MD, don't be shy. Say it with your chest.
Hey, that's what the polls say. I'm just going off what the polls say. Black Son love the
Damn
polls.
that. Right.
The highly
and she gonna
educated
get
vote for
smoked.
Nikki Haley.
If she's so educated, then they know that they need to tell her to calm your ass down before Trump slaughters you in South Carolina.
The real intellectuals found out that her father worked at an HBCU. They want to know why she faking. That's the real intellectuals. That's the deep intellectuals.
Well, what was the reason behind him working at the HBCU?
Well, you know they Punjabi and she trying to lie about it like she a white woman. That's such a turn off. Get down from that train.
Because as a matter of fact, we talked about this on the arena, I think a couple of weeks ago. Because I believe he tried to get a job at University of South Carolina and he couldn't. So we ended up going to Wofford.
Because he was dark as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, he was. He was.
So
All
real
of
quick,
dark
MD, this is why. Oh shit, New York. Oh goddamn.
See, look at you. You ain't pay your subscription yet.
Oh goddamn.
Y'all be so intense arguing about this. Why is MD moving further to the left? He just shy about it.
I
God,
ain't
come
moving no
on,
damn further
come on,
to no
MD,
left.
just come to the dark side.
I'm moving further to the center in terms of how I view
The economy.
social policy. No, economy. I'm far right economy because as a matter of fact, I'm telling you, Donald Trump, Nikki Haley, Joe Biden, all of them are more centered than I am when it comes to the economy. They just not telling you that.
They far right.
I'm the far right economy because I believe in free market capitalism.
No, far right is like you want them corporations. Don't mean you don't want the American people to
Far
get their workers' rights. You don't
far
want the
right
proletariat to rise.
far right is less government, far left is more government. I'm telling you that all of the candidates are
Kelly,
centrist.
tell your people to send to do what they did back in the day. How white people used to roll up on billionaires in their houses. Come on, Kelly, you can do it.
I don't know
I'm
nothing
not
about that.
talking. I'm talking to Kelly, so she can talk to her people.
But like I'm saying, all of them are centrist to me because all of them believe in government assisted.
They far right. Even Biden. Come on now. That warmongering fool.
They're not far right. None of them are far right.
All of them is far right.
Not from an
They're
economic
far right.
standpoint.
They want Palestinian babies' feet up under that rubble. I don't like that. That's demonic as hell. All our politicians is demonic as hell.
That's not far right.
That's the reality of it. That shit is demonic.
Yeah, that's not far right. But in any event,
How is that not far right? What? Netanyahu is far right. He's with the Likud party.
that's you talking about
Zionism has
socially. We talking
ties to
about economics,
nationalism.
GTO. Economically, what are they economically?
Far right.
That's not true.
Because they prop up corporations and then get paid off
Corporations
corporations and
that again
act like
that
it's
proves my
not sky
point that they're not
high
far
and
right.
act like the gas price is not sky high. They act like the food price is not sky
Like
high.
so, what does far right
You
mean?
want to fuck over the proletariat.
What is the economic scale? You know what the economic scale is, right?
You
The
don't
more right, the more right you go is
you
less government.
misconstruing what I'm saying. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. Far right don't have nothing to do with less government control. They're all far right.
Prove it.
What I'm saying.
Prove it.
Prove it. I don't have to prove nothing. I know exactly what the hell I'm saying. I can't make you agree with me because I don't even know what your stance is. I don't even know why you propping up Nikki Haley like she's the most significant Republican candidate, and she's not. I can't understand that worth a damn. Because if you're talking about neoliberalism and you putting you even if you plan, I don't play about the American people. I don't play about the proletariat. I'm not playing about Nikki Haley being the most paid off candidate, it seems like, by AIPAC and Zionists. I'm not playing. But Trey, get that up. Now you're taking it too far. You ready to get tore up. Hold on, y'all. My tall acting crazy. Watch out. Yeah. Why did Black Sun turn off Trump? I'm dead. What he couldn't be talking about today? We can't hear Black Sun. I don't think he know that we don't hear. Or is that me?
Said this
MD.
before. I was thinking about this. If they
I can
didn't
get now. Let me
illegally
be
mess
quiet.
with me, you've been watching it all this time. Russia hoax, all hoaxes. But if they didn't illegally mess with me, including spying on my campaign, changing election rules without approval by legislatures, stuffing ballot boxes, and then you had the intelligence agents falsely claiming that the laptop from hell was Russian disinformation. Turned out not to be. It was Hunt. That's another one. That's another one. But think of it. I would now be rounding out my term. In other words, if they didn't do all these things, and I could name 10 more or more, I'd now be rounding it out. It would almost be over. But because they did mess with me, now they've got us and me for 4 more years. Think of that. We'll drive them crazy. Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of honor. I really do. I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Never forget, our enemies want to... You're right. That's very interesting. Don't say that too loud. They'll start saying, he wants more. He's a fascist. You know, they love to call me a fascist. He's a fascist. The fascists are the people that will do what they're doing to a political opponent. Those are fascists, by the way. Those are the people that are a danger to the country. But never forget, our enemies want to take away my freedom, because I will never let them take away your freedom. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's going home to Mom. Mom will say, darling, where have you been? Oh, I just went to a Trump rally. This isn't really a rally. This is a group of big rooms that are packed. But we wanted to get to this slice of your state. This is very important. We could have called, we could have said, you know, let's not go here tonight. My people said, you know, because it was very tough traveling. I said, there's no way I'm not coming here. We're going to get all these beautiful people. They want to silence me because I will never silence you. Remember this, they will never. They want to silence me so badly. They have worked, do whatever, but I will never let them. Think of this. I will never let them silence you. They want to silence you. They really don't care about me. They want to silence you. In the end, they're not after me. They're after you, and I'm just standing in their way. I just happen to be standing in their way. I want to, if I might for a second, we have incredible patriots. We have great people in the party, and you have great people in the other party too, not too many of them. But I want to introduce just a few, if I could. A young star. He's going to get bigger and stronger and better, and you can't get much better than he is right now. Congressman Byron Donalds, a friend of mine, and where is he? He's around here someplace. Byron, if you're there, come up. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. The First Lady of North Dakota, Catherine Burgum. Catherine, if you're there. Oh, look, good. Come on up. Come on up. You want to run for Congress? Want to run for Congress? Come on up, Doug. Belknap County Sheriff Bill Wright. Hi, Marjorie. She's gonna be running for something, I think, Marjorie. We love Marjorie, right? Where is the sheriff? He's around here. He's coming in. Belknap County Commissioner Peter Spanos. A very, very good friend of mine who is very powerful, actually, and he loves this state. I said, would you ever think of moving? I would never leave here. He loves it. Corey Lewandowski. He wouldn't leave. Come on up here, Corey. Corey, would you ever leave New Hampshire?
Never, sir.
I don't think so. I don't think you could get him out.
We're going to go back to the White House, sir.
A man who's done an unbelievable job in the state, but now it's running this campaign. Steve Stepanek. Steve, come on up. Thank you, Steve. A woman who I'm sure, where is Steve? Where is Steve? Come on up here. Come on up here. A woman who's, I think, a natural-born talent, a natural-born politician, somebody that's done really well. Unfortunately, in the last election, none of the machines worked. The machines weren't working, Corey. The Republicans went up to vote, and none of the machines were working. This was not good. But, of course, they said, well, this was just the way it goes. You know, thousands of people were not allowed to vote. But she's a great person, and she's going to be a U.S. Senator very soon. Carrie Lake. Carrie. And My son, Don, did he do a good job today? Did he do a good job? Well, I want to just thank you. Hey, where's Steve? Steve, would you say a couple of words, please? Because you have been so great. This man works so hard. And I think we'll know by tomorrow evening, but I think it's going to pay off, Steve, because I'm hearing record-type numbers. Please say a few words. Thank you.
What are we going to do tomorrow? And who are we going to vote for? You better believe it. And we're going to, every single one of you, your parents, your friends, your co-workers, I want every single one of them at the polls in record numbers voting for Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Those are great people. I was also honored. She's back. She's back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. I was also honored. This is very important because I was also, she's going home now. Where have you been, darling? You know, we don't have that like we used to. We used to have it all the time. That's a good sign, I think. I was also honored to be endorsed today by the United States Federation of Police Officers, the largest law enforcement union in New England. And I want to ask Jerry Flynn, please, if you would. Come up, Jerry. Could you come up? Jerry has been great, and Tom Daly is here someplace. Tom is a powerful man. Come here, man.
I'll be real quick, but in 2008 to 2016, there was what was created by Barack Obama and Joe Biden called the war on cops. It was the worst time for a professional police officer in the history of law enforcement. 2016, Donald J. Trump became the law enforcement president, and we had 4 great years with him, and we need those 4 years back. We were happy to be the first law enforcement agency to endorse him in 2015, and we're proud. The United Federation of Police Officers and the New England Police Benevolent Association is proud to stand with the law and order president, Donald J. Trump.
What a group of great people, and we are respecting our police, our law enforcement people. They keep us safe, and they've done a great job. They've been told not to, in many cases, do a great job, but they're going to start doing. We're going to give them indemnification, so they don't have problems when they get a little bit tougher than some people would think is necessary. It's got to be necessary. You got to stop crime in these cities, these Democrat-run cities. It's just horrible what's happening. Today, we're also very grateful to be endorsed by one of the nation's largest Catholic advocacy groups, Catholic Vote. It's called Catholic Vote. And I just want to thank them. They are incredible. Now, I don't know what it is with Catholics, but the FBI is going after Catholics. Why would any Catholic vote for a Democrat? You too? Anybody, any Catholic being harassed? Now, why would a Catholic, think of it, what they're doing. I hear stories that are just horrible. Why would a Catholic be voting for Biden or a Democrat? Doesn't make sense. It's horrible. What they're doing is horrible. From the very first day that we take back the White House, Crooked Joe Biden and his radical band of lunatics, I believe we're going to have our 4 greatest years in the history of our country. I believe that. And I don't know if you noticed when we won Iowa last week by record numbers. Did you see there was a little accident that happened in Asia? China crashed. Did you see that? Their stock market crashed when we won. Well, now we want everybody to do well. We want them to do well too. But it's sort of an interesting thing. Now the Democrats would say that was just a coincidence, right? But no, their market crashed when they came out with those record numbers, and that market went down trillions of dollars. The next Trump economic boom will begin on November 5th, 2024. It's going to be a boom like no other. And you know, the stock market is going good. You know why because the economy is horrible, except for the stock market, because everyone thinks we're going to get elected, and that's why they're doing it. These are very smart investors. If they see a bad poll, you're going to see some bad numbers. Or if you see a bad result tomorrow, you're going to see some very bad numbers. But they're running on the fumes of what we did in every way, including oil. We produced things that nobody ever thought possible. But the day after the election, they're going to turn it all off. You watch. But the stock market's running on fumes, and the stock market, literally, every single time you see good polls coming out from that stock market goes crazy. So I want to just congratulate all of you investors, but you better hope I win, because otherwise you're going to be in 1929 territory, in my opinion. And we're going to bring America together through success. You know, we're going to bring the country together through success. Success is going to be the way it happens. That was happening until COVID came in, a couple of years, 2.5 years. We had the greatest, and even after, I mean, you look at the numbers, we had the greatest numbers in history for those 4 years. But until COVID came in, nobody's ever seen anything like it. Better than any country at any time, ever. And I'll tell you, people were coming up to me, the people that you would least suspect, and they were coming up and they wanted to talk turkey. People that we weren't talking to too much, because everybody was doing better. Every single group, rich people, poor people, but especially poor people, actually, proportionally, it worked the best for poor people. But people with diplomas from the best colleges and schools, and people with no diploma, women, everybody, Asian Americans were doing unbelievable. Hispanic Americans were doing unbelievable. African Americans were doing, everybody was doing, and people were talking, and it was success. And when they ask me, can we ever bring our country together? I say, yes, we can, with success. We get that success back, and we're going to be bringing our country together like you wouldn't believe it actually could. Even me, I was so surprised. I was getting calls from people that you would not suspect would be calling. And everybody got a piece of that action, and it was a beautiful thing to see. We had gas prices at $1.87 a gallon with no inflation. We didn't have inflation wiping you out. Inflation is called a country buster. It busts countries. It breaks up countries. Together, we ended the NAFTA disaster, the worst trade deal ever made, and replaced it with a brand new USMCA, that's Mexico and Canada, the best single trade deal ever made in our country. And we know it's good because Mexico and Canada are trying to renegotiate the deal. And they shouldn't be doing that, Joe. You shouldn't do it, because we had to suffer with NAFTA for years. I took on communist China like no administration in history, bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars, pouring right into our treasury, when no other president had gotten even literally 10 cents out of China. Nobody even tried. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars. I gave $28 billion directly to the farmers. And in your case, we gave it also to the New England lobstermen and fishermen. Any fishermen here? You know, Biden wants to put a license fee on fishermen. Can you imagine? I hear it's $700 a day. And I know nothing about fishing and costs, but I know that $700 a day, that's a lot of fish. They want to put on a $700 fee. They're going to do that. When Joe Biden, I'll get rid of it my first day, okay? I'll get rid of it. When Joe Biden took office, he immediately canceled the Keystone XL pipeline that I had approved. I proved it. It was all being built. Waged war on American energy and launched the Green New Scam. It's the Green New Deal. We call it the Green New Scam because it is a scam, triggering runaway. Did you see Kerry left? Kerry goes over to China to lecture them about the environment. They take his meeting, they have lunch, he goes, and then they laugh at him as he's walking out. They don't do anything. And their dust blows right over the, you know, with the winds, just happens that way. It blows right over the middle of our country and actually up the West Coast. Their garbage comes right along, goes right down the Pacific, right alongside of Los Angeles. We end up picking up their garbage. How stupid are we? But it's triggering runaway inflation and sending the cost of energy right through the roof. And again, remember I said this. You have the highest cost of energy of any state in the union. We're going to cut your costs within 1 year down to half. And I have a friend over here who's going to keep me to that, because there's no reason that New Hampshire should be paying the highest. You're higher than anybody else, including in New England. You're higher than any other state. If we don't win this election, Biden will stop all the drilling and all the things that we got started, and prices will go up like you won't believe. It's going to happen if they win, and we can't let them win. And the only way they're going to win, in my opinion, is if they cheat, because I don't believe there's any way. You look at these crowds where they're filling up every room, and all over the building we have people. And then outside we have hundreds of people. They can't get in. This was supposed to be just a little quick stop. It's like crazy. Already Biden is blocking approval for new facilities to export American natural gas. He's blocking that. He doesn't want them to build it. At a time when we're sitting on trillions of dollars of wealth, I call it liquid gold, right? That could help us pay off the debt. You know, we have $35 trillion in debt. Reduce taxes further. I gave you the biggest we got the biggest tax cut in the history of our country, bigger than the Reagan tax cut. And protect the security of ourselves and our allies. Biden wants to turn off the spigot. He just doesn't want it to happen. I don't know if it's him. I'm not sure he has any idea what the hell's going on. The guy can't put two sentences together. And you know, I never spoke about him like this. I speak to him, it's very derogatory what I say, because you know what he did? He indicted me. I mean, I've been indicted more than Al Capone. See that guy, how tough he is? Look at him with a big red hat on. He's a tough guy. If Al Capone ever took you out to dinner and he didn't like your smile, he would kill you before morning, okay? And he got indicted less than me. That's not right. Now, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. It's weaponization. It's going after your political opponent. Nobody's ever done this before in the history of our country. They do it in third world nations, but they don't do it here. And I have a feeling maybe it's going to be the last time, because people are going to see it at the polls. The people are, it's amazing. I appreciate it so much, because normally what you do is you just put your head down. I guess you have to get the hell out. And every week we go up and up and up. And somebody said, don't indict him anymore. Please, you're killing us. You're going to indict him right into the White House. We don't want to have that. No, it's terrible. I mean, we get treated terribly. It's unbelievable. And, you know, that's a two-way street. That can happen to them also. It's a very dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous precedent that they are setting. On day one, I will end Crooked Joe's insane electric vehicle mandate, which has caused the prices of cars to skyrocket. And, you know, electric vehicles, they don't work so well in the cold, so the people of New Hampshire are not exactly thrilled. You know, they don't work very well in the cold. You ever see all these cars like they're abandoned? They look fine. They look nice. Why are they not? It gets to a certain temperature. They're not exactly, you don't want to be there. While Biden is pushing the largest tax hike in American history, I will make the Trump tax cuts, again, the biggest ever in history. We're going to make them permanent. They come due in a year. And I will once again cut a record number of job-killing regulations. Number one in regulations in history. We cut more regulations than any president in history. That's why we had such a good economy. And, you know, it was interesting. I was with business leaders, and I asked the whole group, of 20 of them, big companies, and I said, which was more important, the tax cuts or the regulation cuts? Every single one of them said the regulation cuts were more important. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, shortly after we win the presidency, we win. We're going to win it together. I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled. We'll get it settled. Would have never happened. And when I was commander-in-chief, Iran was a weak, broke, and it was ready to make a deal. They were weak, they were broke, and ready to make a deal. Then Biden came in and surrendered everything, all of the things I did. You know, I told China, if you buy any oil from Iran, I told this to every country, practically every country, they're not selling oil. And now, under Biden, Iran is rich, powerful, and an instrument of terror that is spreading bloodshed all over the Middle East. You see what's happening. They had no money with me. Now they have $200 billion, and they control Iraq. Another great move, going into Iraq. What a stupid move that was. Under my leadership, we will restore peace through strength. That's all you need, peace through strength. We rebuilt the entire military. Of course, we gave about $85 billion to, can you imagine? $85 billion they gave to Afghanistan. And Afghanistan now, the Taliban, Afghanistan is just about one of the leading sellers of military equipment in the world. They don't need 700,000 rifles. They need 50,000 rifles, 20,000 rifles. We gave them 70,000 vehicles, some of them, many of them armor-plated, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars each. But I am the only candidate who can make this promise to you. I will prevent World War III. I will prevent it. You're going to have World War III. The way it's going now, you are going to have World War III. And we're going to prevent it. I know all the players. I was honored because a very, very tough man, Viktor Orban. Have you ever heard of him? He's the Prime Minister of Hungary. Right, good. Prime Minister of Hungary. And he's a tough man, strong man, very respected, knows everything there is to know about Ukraine. In fact, he's taken in tremendous numbers of Ukrainians. But I happen to think he's a good man. The press goes crazy when I say it. But they asked him, what's the problem? The world is blowing up. What's the problem? What can we do about it? He said, the best single thing that you can do about it is get Trump to be the president of the United States again. When we had Trump, there were no problems. He used a word I don't like using because I can't say it myself. He said, China feared him. Russia feared him. Everybody feared him, and we had no problems. And it's absolutely true. We had no problems. And now you look, everything's blowing up. It's war. Israel would have never been attacked. Ukraine would have never been attacked. China would be talking about going into Taiwan. I mean, they want to do it so badly. They're trying to get it done because they have a weak man as president. And we can't have a weak president. We have a weak man who cheats like hell. That's the only thing they're good at. They cheat at elections like nobody's ever cheated before. Maybe third world countries, but not, I don't think a lot more. But we're not going to let them cheat in 2024. Everybody's watching, and it's going to be very hard. They're going to try. They're going to try because that's their natural instinct. And I will build an iron dome over our country, a state-of-the-art missile defense shield made in the USA. We do it for other countries. We help other countries. We don't do it for ourselves. We need it too. Reagan proposed that many years ago, Star Wars. He proposed it many, many years ago, but at that time there was no technology. It was just like it looked good. But we have unbelievable technology. We shoot them down. I've seen so many things. I've seen shots that you wouldn't even believe. Missile launched. They go, missile launched, and you hear a bell go. I mean, I see this. It's so incredible. And these guys, these geniuses, they go, these are not muscle guys here, they're muscle guys up here, right? And they calmly walk to a seat, ding, 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 ding. They've only got 17 seconds to figure this whole thing out, right? Boom. Okay, missile launch, pshing, boom. It's the most and we don't have it here, but we help other countries in having it. No, we're going to have the greatest Iron Dome, let's call it Iron Dome, anywhere in the world, and it's going to be manufactured. A lot of it right here in New Hampshire, actually, come to think of it. I will also defend our great veterans, and Al will tell you, nobody has ever defended, and he's tough because, I got to be careful with him. I might say it, and he says, I disagree with you. But nobody has ever defended the veterans like I've defended the veterans. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we'll be asking Congress immediately to build a full-service VA hospital in New Hampshire that the veterans deserve. We're going to be pushing that. You're the only state in the union that doesn't have a full-service VA hospital. Do you know that, Al? So, I don't know. Again, your governor. That's number 3 on your governor. I think you got to get this guy out of here. Right. We're going to get it built, Al. We're going to get it built. He'll be after me to get it built. He doesn't stop, I can tell you that. And he's a good man too. I'll direct a completely overhauled DOJ to investigate every radical, out-of-control prosecutor in America for their illegal, racist, and reverse enforcement of the law. And I'm also going to indemnify all police officers and law enforcement officers throughout the whole United States to protect them from being destroyed by the radical left for taking strong actions on crime.
What the hell is
they're
that?
not allowed to do anything. They took away their power, and then they...
If he's not talking about Chop City, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, Wendy. Unless you're talking about Chop City, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I want to know what race is in reverse here.
These ain't
I can answer that. Racism in reverse is hiring Wade over Top Rico. So Wade getting paid $750,000. no experience, and you have an
Black
actual
son.
RICO lawyer, and he's getting paid less. That's reverse racism.
I thought racism was racism. If I say I don't like white people, that's just like racism.
I mean prejudice.
What's reverse about it? You see that's a trope to use a victimhood mentality in racism. Why do you have to say reverse racism? It's just racism.
It's a selling point.
Oh my God.
MD, man, you got
So
to get
so
with the
so it's a
times,
selling
man.
point to the so it's selling point to racist then.
Yeah. Hey, MD, Carolyn sent you 2 articles too, man. By the way, she said did you get them? Because
No.
Carolyn, jump on the panel because I don't. I sent
Articles about what?
I don't know. I sent them on Messenger. She sent them to me, so I sent them to you. I think she wanted to get you to get some articles. I think something about something that you had said.
Oh, you sent it to me in the messenger?
Yeah, the Messenger. Yeah.
Okay, I'll look right now.
Okay.
So I can debunk it.
Okay.
Transgender insanity and other inappropriate racial, sexual,
she
or
sent me an
political
article about
content
Netanyahu right wing
on our
government.
schools.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think she was.
Netanyahu is right wing. He's right wing socially, not economically. It's 2 different things. I mean, DTO just said that they get free healthcare and et cetera, et cetera. That's not right wing.
Carolyn,
But
you can jump
hold on. If Biden was willing to bypass Congress just so he can send them aid like they need help, that's far right to me.
I mean, you will have to break that down because again, when we talk
I
about
mean, all these
social goes
issues
up and down,
at the end of the day.
economic go left and right. So if we're talking about economics in terms of sending them
It's not
I mean,
far right for
that's
you to
foreign
ignore the American
policy.
people, bypass the American people, right? Because he didn't forgive all American student loans. First off, if he could do that, he could forgive everybody's student loans at one time. But he chose to fund Israel while Americans is bleeding. And Israel is, like you said, economically, far left, I guess you would say. They get subsidized housing, they have free education, they have free health care, but we don't have it. Like, that's messed up. And ain't nothing wrong with
I'm trying to figure out what make it far right though.
Don't Canada have free health care?
Yeah, they do. But I've already explained how that works.
Stupid. But anyway, go ahead, y'all.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, to Carolyn's point, yes, I agree wholeheartedly. The Likud party in itself is very right wing in terms of being conservative, in terms of quote unquote having an aspect of less government, even though to Netanyahu less government means I control the government. How do I know that? Because he want to take judiciary power away from the judges. So in actuality, that would be authoritarian. You can't get no more left in authoritarianism. So, I mean, it's a slippery slope when you deal with the facts of how the Likud party work. You know what I'm saying? So again, I say socially, yes, they tend to be right wing based on a conservative aspect of how they view government.
I think Biden is far right. You can't take that like, no, he's far right.
I
think any Zionist is far right, because if you're willing to buy, a Zionist is literally willing to bypass all the problems of the American people to fund another government that is basically socialist economically. That is far right. How do you do that? Isn't that fucked up? You don't think that's fucked up?
I'm trying to figure out how you equating that to being far right. I'm still not
I'm
understanding.
talking about at far right economically. Every politician would be far right economically if you're willing to do that.
Well, again,
because
that's
you
not
don't give
true.
a F about the American people at all, because there's so much assistance that we need. But you feel like these people who are standing on their own 2 feet, they have their own nuclear program and they've been hiding it for like, what, 50 years or something like that?
How
Well, they
did
own
they
this
achieve all of
program
this? I
either
mean,
hiding that. You remember, like, did you even look into who was the president that kept begging them to see they goddamn nuke plant because they knew they had it? Who was it? God damn it, I'm trying to think. JFK? Was it JFK? Am I tripping?
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to equate that to far right economics. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm just me. You know.
You don't understand because you don't think that the American people is more important to Israel. Do you think that the American people should be more important to Israel to every politician?
It depends on how you're looking at it. Again,
What
if
are
we
you
talking about listen, yo. Like I said again, I understand how America
do you
works.
think that the American
I don't
people
give.
is more important? Hold on. Do you think that the
I'm
American
not a
people
nationalist. I'm not a
financially?
nationalist. I'm not a nationalist.
Hold
I'm
on.
not.
Do you think I'm not a nationalist neither. I'm asking you a question about our economic system. Do you
My
think our
economics ain't got nothing to
economic
do with what's going on in
do
Israel.
you think
I just said
our
I understand how
economic
economics
system
work.
what?
No, it's not. Not in that aspect. No,
Why?
because I understand that when you deal with conflicts of a
It's
foreign
not a
sort.
conflict, it's a genocide that's been happening for
Well,
75 years.
I agree. It is a genocide, but I'm
Oh,
calling the
okay.
conflict based on it being a foreign entity being involved. Whenever you have
We
conflicts in the
shouldn't be
United States,
involved. We shouldn't be helping the economy at all.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. But
That's all I'm saying. And that's why to me
it's
it's
not
far right
hurting
if you
our
don't give a
economy.
F
Do you
about
understand
the
that?
American people
So
first. And
it's
so we
not the
need to
American
take a
people
look
first
at a
because
lot
it's
of
not the
hold
American
on.
people's
The
money.
American people need to start looking
It's
at
not the
candidates
American
that give
people's
a
money.
fuck first about the American people.
I have no money going to Israel, none whatsoever. No, neither do you.
Actually, our tax dollars directly funded. That's why Obama.
No, it's not. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a
How
lie.
Obama said then?
That's a lie because it's politics. That's a lie. It's not. No money, no taxpayer money is going to Israel. None whatsoever.
Okay, let me
I
Google this
explained
real
this
quick. And let
already.
me put it in the chat if I find anything. Let's Google it.
You better find it. You better find it because I'm telling you, the way foreign conflicts work is that they provide a service, whether it be through munitions or whatever the situation may be. The government then sells bonds to get that money from the Federal Reserve. No money is made up. All of the money is made up. Every single year, the government increases the defense budget. Why? Our taxes don't go up. So how is it possible? It's possible because of the bond system. It's made up money. Modern monetary theory. Stephanie Kelton, the deficit myth. This shit is all it's monopoly money. It's made up. No taxpayer dollars go to any foreign conflict. That includes Ukraine. The reason they do that is to help bolster the defense industry. Your Lockheed Martins, your Radions, all of them. It's corporate. It's corporate liberalism. And every single president is involved in it. It's all neoliberal. All of the shit. So don't tell me a lie talking about you're gonna stop World War III. There is no World War III. It's monopoly. Pass go, collect $200.
I ain't say it was World War III. I ain't say that word.
No, I'm talking about what Trump. I say what Trump said.
Oh, okay.
So that it's fake. No taxpayer money going over there. That's why, as a reparationist, I say pay me my money the same way y'all fund these conflicts in these other countries. You do the shit through Federal Reserve with them, do it through the Federal Reserve with me, and pay me my goddamn money in reparation. But that's too deep for a conversation for y'all to have.
And then on top of that, don't even get me started on every product we shop for in the store end up going to Israel. Don't even get me started on that shit.
Well, you said you don't care about what's being shopped in the store because that's what was coming through the Red Sea.
Huh?
Yeah.
Actually, like the point that I made before is the Houthis, even though the Houthis trying to stop a lot of shipments, the shipments can still get through. They just got to take a longer route. It's not like they can't get to them at all. If any shipments going through the Red Sea, they just committing suicide at this point. That's a fact.
A longer route means more money.
It also might mean it's more expensive too.
Say what now?
What I hear you.
It also might mean it's more expensive too.
Expensive, yeah, that's what I'm saying. More money.
Oh well, people need to stop buying
Now,
anyway from these Zionist corporations.
Well,
anyway.
the thing is, well, absolutely, right? And I would have to get behind just for the simple fact that so much that we get comes from China and Mexico. It's not play games. I mean, I can't remember from the time I was alive until, now that there weren't probably 10 things that I would pick up in my house at any given time, whether it's a piece of cookware or a piece of tech or a toy or something. And it always is either made in China or made in Mexico. And a lot of what our government has done in the last 25 years, definitely, with NAFTA and all the other fun stuff, was they sent all those jobs overseas. And it gave these corporations a break. And what it did was it destroyed all of the stuff that was here in America that mom and pop stores were making, that, the textile mills that people were working in, all these different industries. And if you look on a list, because there's still a list out here of American made products, and it's a very, very small list now. Mostly it's bedding and cookware if you're lucky enough to find it, because everything else is outsourced. That's the biggest problem. But that's one of our issues as consumers and capitalists in the free market in this country. Is we want to be able to get this stuff cheap. Otherwise, there wouldn't be things like Wish and Temu and Alibaba and all that other crap out there. We got to be smarter with the way we spend our money and be smarter with looking at what the government does, because, yes, there is a bond system that is what our money is based on through the reserve, right? And if you look back in history, the last two presidents that tried to get away from that globalist Federal Reserve fiat ended up dead. They end up dead in a very short time. And I guarantee you, and I would challenge anybody out there listening, see where you can find anything that tells you what's in that Federal Reserve today.
Hey, yeah. So, hey, I just did what you just told me to do, Joker, and it sent me to a site called an Interceptor or whatever. I'm telling you, that's lying. How do I know this? Because I can go to the GDP and follow the money. Just you ain't gotta listen to Google. You could do it yourself in real time. So, like, what are we talking about here? I'm not doing something based on what I perceive it to be. I'm telling you what it is. Despite whether you agree with the Federal Reserve or not, that's who's funding these conflicts. Point blank, period. It's not coming out my pocket. How do you attest to the GDP in the defense budget in the GDP increasing every single year, and yet, as far as I know, your taxes ain't going up? I mean, it's simple logic is what we have to use. We can't use the Interceptor. I don't even know what the hell that is. Simple logic will tell me, okay, let me follow this money. And it goes straight to the Federal Reserve through the selling of bonds. That's not your money. It's poof, out the air. So that further lets me know that you don't
The
understand
same
how
effort
this
they're
money
putting
game
to
works.
aid that their military, they need to put into aiding the American people.
I don't disagree with that one bit.
Cost of living has gone up. I don't know who said that in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, but the cost of living ain't got nothing to do, like, that has nothing to do with taxes.
They
Nothing.
need to handle that. They're too excited to fund a genocide of brown babies than they are to help the American people. That's just trifling.
They're quicker to help immigrants, whether legal, asylum, or whatever, than they are to help veterans that have worked for this country and been in this country fighting for this country, fighting for, standing for this country, come back maimed, fucked up, mentally scarred, functional sometimes. And the VA, you want to talk about socialism and all that fun stuff, look at the socialized medicine through the government for the VA. Right there. That's what happens when the government gets involved in healthcare. They don't want to heal them. They want to pump them full of psychotropic and take away their Second Amendment rights. A lot of veterans out here don't even go into those appointments alone anymore because they already know they're going to be shot of stuff. They're going to manhandle everything under the sun. It happens every day.
Even how they handling the immigrant situation, and like it's crazy because they're not simultaneously helping the immigrants and the American people. They just making it a big deal that they helping them, and it's all this news coverage. Like when homelessness has gone up just from the American citizens 12%, the cost of living is getting so bad. Like people are bleeding right now, bleeding.
You're not wrong with that. The other reason why the housing market's gone up so much is because so many people lost them. And you've got companies like BlackRock out here and all of these independent real estate agents out here. They're basically sourcing places where, the housing market has dropped and people are foreclosing. They're losing their homes. Okay, they don't want people owning land. They don't want people owning a home. And here's another fun fact. If you own a home, I guarantee you don't own land that's underneath. That's another fun fact if you want to start digging that. You might own the house, but you don't own the land that's tied to, and never will. Unless you figure out how to get through the government and basically remove your property off of the government's register, because that thing that's registered is up for being taken.
Preach.
But that's a whole nother conversation. That's when it comes down to real, actual tangibles. That's when it comes down to real, actual assets, is when you can actually do that and have the funds to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, y'all. I would just implore everybody to read Stephanie Kelton's book, The Deficit Myth. It explains this more eloquently than I can in terms of what the federal system does, what the Federal Reserve System does. And it has a whole chapter specifically in there talking about the defense budget. And it'll break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it from me. Take it from the economist. I ain't no economist. I just read a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I guess Black Sun,
We have
I'll
our
see you.
intuition. We have our eyes. We see what the hell is going on. We don't need to
Well, I
read
mean, hell,
we see it right in front of our goddamn faces. The American people is
you can
being
buck your
ignored.
eyes as much as you want to. What you see ain't always what it is. No matter how hard you buck them. You know what I'm saying?
We see people, the American people suffering, and the Israel up there twiddling their goddamn toes.
So with that being said, I guess Black Sun, I'll see you.
Healthcare.
I see you tomorrow for caucus night, I guess, sir. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let the best person win. You know what I'm saying? Let the best person win. NH for
If
NH.
you don't like Trump no more, just say it with your chest. Like, don't lie. Like,
NH
you don't like
for
Trump
NH.
no more.
Why do I have to like somebody? I don't think politics work like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, not in my eyes, it don't. Remember, we talking about eyes, right?
I like and it's crazy because you say Trump had the best policies, but they doing everything in their power to take that man
No,
off.
no, no. What I said was I could see the same policies being implemented in both candidates, like literally.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. But so whoever it may be, I'm going with them based on the policy.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. But
No.
in terms of competence, in terms of sheer elegance of Nikki Haley, that's who I'm rocking.
You probably want to fuck her. That's what you probably want to fuck her, just like how you was doing Fannie Willis.
That's who I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with Nimrata.
You want to fuck Nimrata with all that goddamn concealer on her face.
I mean, hey, women do that, don't they?
What?
But in any event, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop fucking with y'all. Hey, I'm out, man. I'll holler at y'all.
See you. MD is funny. MD is funny. You can go ahead and play a Black Sun. Look, we didn't crash this show and shit. Caroline be preaching though. I agree with a lot of stuff she be saying.
Oh no. I was just like, I play it, and if people jump on, I'll cut up. No, because Trump, he be saying the same things, but he'll bring in like a different guest each day. But I mean, it'd be the same thing. But no, it's no interruption, man. I'm just hope this thing, he beat Nikki Haley tomorrow, so goddamn MD stop capping, man. Oh my God, he know goddamn well
And MD, he's definitely a realist, and we just saying, even in terms of a woman being president, America's still not ready for it anyway. They don't want that.
I agree.
Just looking at it, and this is something that I can admit, I'm far left. Hush, Trey. I'm far left, but even I know just how stuff move, like how I want to vote for Cornel West. But I know that man won't cut his hair and fix his teeth. He don't have a chance.
But if he cut his hair, there won't be Cornel West.
I mean, I'm not talking about him as Cornel West. I mean, he's the most far left candidate, and he's been in the game for so long. If he's running for president, he have got to rebrand himself. I mean, we got to keep it real.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
we got to keep it real. And socialists, we're not ready as candidates. We don't keep it real as far as like how like Nikki Haley. Nobody want nobody that's going goddamn lightening skin. But you have to be clean cut.
Yeah, no. Nikki Haley.
You gotta be clean cut though.
Yeah, you know MD capping for Nikki Haley. You know that, man. You know he capping, man. Ain't no way nobody going for no Nikki Haley, man. He need to cut that shit. That's why I can't wait till tomorrow, man. That way we can move on to the next conversation. It'll be down to Biden and damn Trump. And that way MD can keep it real and stop all this capping, man. Because come on now. Nikki Haley, seriously, come on now. Cut that shit out.
And she don't answer, and I don't know what he talking about. She confident. She didn't answer that civil rights question confidently. Because that was that's the one thing that Republicans did socially that a lot of people have to agree with. It's just still not socially acceptable to be like, yeah, like slavery. Like it's okay for you to say that slavery was the answer. You so stupid. You miss your chance to make the Republican Party look like something. You just made an ass of yourself. Like you weird. Like that was not confidence at all.
No, that wasn't. No, that was
like
that
MD
was
tripping off that.
I'm telling you, he capping. MD capping, man.
I don't know if he like picking with you or not or whatever, because y'all arguments be having me crying laughing. But I don't know what he just feel. And then he talking about neoliberalism, but he not anti-Zionist fully. He don't think that we should pull out of that. Like that's weird. Like, and if anything, I feel like out of all the candidates, Trump is showing that being anti-war, like you can do it as a candidate.
Yeah,
but it's easy to see the corporations is scared that he's far right socially. Well, not far right, but like just right socially. And he want to pull out an AO because we doing too much. We is.
Facts. Yeah, because they want us to pay for everything, man, and they want to start all the wars and then us to them back and pay for all that. Man, fuck that shit. No, man.
Even if it's coming from the corporations, I don't care if they printing money. It's still the people is still being ignored. We're still being bled dry while we watching another country that's comfortable. They not comfortable now because they keep starting shit with Palestine. They should be uncomfortable. Everything that's happening to them is normal. You don't get to occupy another person's land. Even Hitler told them to chill out. What? Even yo, Ronald Reagan is the one that started trickle down economics, which is neoliberalism, right? Even he was a staunch Zionist. Yo, the Israeli government made him cry. He called them after they tried to bomb Palestinian kids for 11 hours and he told them to chill out and told them to stop.
Right.
And I'm like, if you're not talking about all these things about us pulling out of Israel, our support for Israel, let them starve out because we don't need to be involved in the Middle East. I think that Trump is just tired. He can't really go in how he wants to because I really do feel like it's people that threaten his life because he like even the ignorance that usually be from people on the far right as far as Islam is concerned. Like Trump told them people mind their fucking business.
Right.
You don't hear that from an American president. I mean, you heard it from Obama because while he was over there bombing certain places that had to do with the Greater Israel Project, because they want to take over a lot of them Arab countries, even the ones that they allies with. You didn't even see that Greater Israel Project, did you? They would have to invade the Arab of Emirates. They would have to invade Saudi Arabia, and everything come into plan because Saudi Arabia just said they wanted to start backing the U.S. dollar for oil, and they joined BRICS.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep.
I'm not even religious enough, and you already know that, but that shit is in the Quran that this would happen. That shit is in the Quran. Like when I say this stuff is demonic, this stuff is demonic. Like how our government is doing. We cannot continue on with just ignoring the American people. It's not right, bro. And out of all the candidates I've seen, it seemed like Trump throw the most crumbs. They don't like him because of that. Like he need to watch his back. They're gonna kill that man. I'm putting my stamp on it. They're gonna try to assassinate Trump. I don't mean no harm.
I think they're gonna try, but they're gonna fail.
I got a feeling too, because like Trump, he kind of know what's up. He want to do something way different. I don't agree with a lot
That's
of
why
his
they're gonna
stuff.
fail because everybody's expecting them to try, and it's because they're gonna try. Everybody's on their guard, even Trump. That's why they're gonna fail. But yeah, I don't doubt they're gonna try because, like I said, they trying to lock them up. That ain't gonna work. They trying to damn discourage the vote. That ain't gonna work. So yeah, that's like Tucker Carlson said. That's the last thing. But yeah, they're gonna fail on that too.
That's what it's feeling like because he bold. If you really looking at a lot of our stances and stuff like that, he bold. They scared us. I don't know what. Every single like the whole NATO thing, him wanting to pull out NATO. They talking about how he feel about Taiwan. Like Biden ain't say the same thing because his asshole not stretched thin. They stretched thin. What Ukraine is ready to be obsolete. Come on now, black son.
Yeah, but you got to understand that Zelensky got dirt on Biden. That's why they keep funneling money over there because Zelensky know. I mean, yeah, we know about the dirt on Biden now, but that's why the whole war in Ukraine don't
Because his
serve no
nasty
purpose.
ass probably fell for some type of whatever intelligence agency they dumbass has. He fell for it because he a goddamn pervert.
Mm.
You remember that honeypot operation with Jeffrey Epstein? You know how he connected to Israel, the Mossad?
Yeah.
And now I looked that up, which I was talking about with the Mossad honeypot, and they cannot really implement Trump and really nothing, doing nothing nasty. They just can't do it.
No, they tried. They got disappointed when he was on the list. But yeah, yeah.
And you know Biden was getting down. He can't even invite nobody to the White House without putting his nasty ass lips on their face and licking little girls' faces and shit. Like he's weird.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Come on now, most of and when you look into most of these politicians' background, they done did something. A lot of our politicians is so filthy. It
Right.
needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be cleaned up. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, you know.
In time, I think it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Because people talk like it ain't gonna never happen. I think it's gonna happen. I think there's a paradigm shift. I mean, there's a paradigm shift every so often. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're going through that now with Trump.
And how is the corona law when at the end of the day it say that Saudi Arabia was going to turn their back on Palestine and they was going to pay for it. They already paid for that. If you think Izzy not going to pay back, be quiet, Trey. It's not going to pay back. What's the Saudi Arabia for them turning their back on the U.S. dollar? Oh, they pissed about that. And you know they genocidal as hell. And their project directly they have to invade Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you right now, it's going down in the next few years. Because this war not going to stop. Because they not going to stop until they completely replenish Israel to the point where they take over most of the Middle East. Because they want the Greater Israel Project, they want it from thousands of years ago, when back in biblical times when Israel was supposed to be slap dab in the middle and shit like that. You ever looked at a biblical map? They fucking sick, yo. Like, leave them people alone. Like, and all our money is going to it. It's so traumatizing. The American people will never forget, Black Son.
Right. Yep. Yep.
We woke now to the BS. All these people protesting Palestine. You're gonna get rid of that. They're gonna get rid of our memory. Anytime you have far leftists saying that they don't give a F about that they could give up their gay rights or they gay marriage just for the Palestinian kids to be free, you didn't fucked up.
Yep.
You didn't fucked up because that's like socially we say we don't care about none of our social rights that we got. We would give it all up for the Palestinians to be recognized because we realize that we know that Islam got problems with gay people and women and stuff, but they can't even naturally sort that stuff out if everybody getting bombed. We had a chance to. We is the imperial core. See, we go other places doing dumb shit, bombing kids and shit like that. And so we got a chance to work out our problems with gay people and stuff like that. We still have a chance to have real cultural wars. They're not developing at all. Socially, their infrastructure is being. How do they solve the problem with gay people? We realize what humanity is, and the world will never forget. You feel what I'm saying?
But we had unique things in our culture to circumvent things like we had music and then we had multiracial what I'm saying, so we had to evolve quick because of the environment that we're in. When you go to those countries, they're kind of man, they be like inbreeding and shit. So it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult if you're not.
And then you got to keep in mind and they be inbreeding probably because most of their population is being decimated because they be collecting them babies at newborn, at fresh out the coochie, talking about they prisoners. And Israel, it's been well documented that Israel protect pedos, yo. Them babies is getting raped. They come back saying that they getting R-worded.
Right. Yep.
It's deep, yo. And if we funding that, like that's not happening. Can you imagine all the sex trafficking rings that we don't know about? Did you see the small head J people hop out the those tunnels in New York and the synagogue?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And they bought out bloody and pissy mattresses and high chairs. Come on now, Black Son. Our government is sick. Why did the news come up there and say, "Oh, it's a J people fight club"? That's a lie.
Right. Yeah.
That is a lie. It's gone too far, yo. Who knows how many tunnels it is up under America that's snatching babies? Because how many missing Black kids is it? Not even just Black kids, missing kids in general. It's millions of them. Come on now, they just the 250 bodies that was behind that prison in Alabama. What?
Oh yeah.
Came back with missing organs. Then the police talking about something you gotta pay to get your body back. What?
Yeah, that's wild. Damn.
It's too much corruption, yo. This shit goes deep. You can't be sitting up here talking about some you're a conspiracy theorist. Nigga, it's right in our face. What the fuck are you talking about? What conspiracy?
That's what I be
It's no
trying to tell
conspiracy
people.
theories now. Stop that bullshit. I hate when people do that, yo. Stop doing that. Stop coming up on a panel talking about you conspiracy theorists. Look, you got eyes you can see.
Right, exactly. Yep.
The our government is sick, yo. A bunch of just disturbing demonic motherfuckers. All them people need to be cleaned out, yo. It's demonic. I listen. The research I done and certain stuff is coming out so fast now, Black Sun. It's not no need for us to do no deep research and books and all the fuck the books. The CIA agents come out every 10 years to say all the dirt that they have done in the last 100 years. And you like, excuse you, why aren't you arrested?
Right.
What is going on?
Yeah, they be wilding.
They need to look. If you think conspiracy theorists is crazy, you need to sit down and look up every CIA operation and see if you don't become a so-called conspiracy theorist.
Right.
These are straight facts. That's why, like, even when you look at, right, you remember when I was on here talking about Brother Sanchez and how he had flat earth and shit, I was laughing.
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
everybody thought I was crazy. But I said, no, the reason why it's flat earth is now and that community is growing because people know about CIA Operation Paperclip. That they brought a whole bunch of Nazis over here for our NASA program. You know what I'm saying? Like it was normal.
Right.
And I'm like, that wasn't normal. Us just having Smotsies over here. Are not Nazi refugees. That is demonic. Like, come on now. How are we supposed to believe that child? I like that's why I don't even talk ish about conspiracy theorists no more. I just don't.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you might be right. You might be right. You don't know what CIA agent operation they didn't read, what book they didn't read.
Yep.
I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. Y'all better look up some of these CIA operations. Okay, the government just keep doing ish to people and just with their whole chest be like, and what you gonna do about it? I think the government just want to see if we gonna zap out for real.
Right.
They want to see if we gonna zap out. We should have been zapped out. We should have been took some of them billionaires and kidnapped them. Come on now.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
But yeah, Black Sun, this was a good show. I'm gonna let you go ahead and play your little video. I ain't mean to crash the show.
Oh no. No. When you gonna do a show, man? Waiting on you to do some more shows, man. Shoot.
Oh, like I had to help my mom or whatever. I'm over my mom. That's how you see me like go on mute real fast because my mother was like, she came out the room like, Tisha, why you cussing? Because she had devout Jehovah's Witness. She don't play that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
everything is still there. So
I know. I was you know how I like acting like I'm you in the chat, but I was typing the day. But I'm gonna try to do a show tomorrow or whatever because I ain't doing nothing. But
Okay,
Kelly
cool.
made me jump up here because when she acted like she was scared to say something about rent, I said, no, girl, you better stand up. Forget that. Like
no, but you know how MD be imitating people, man. MD, he be, you know.
He be making you. He want to make you feel silly, but I'm like, oh damn, what is your political position? Because you just move like the wind and then try to make people feel crazy. I know I'm not crazy.
That's why, yeah. Nah, they just gotta learn to stand up to MD, man. Because the MD, yeah, he'll bully him. You know what I'm saying?
But MD like bullying people. He don't care what your political affiliation is. He just want to bully you. Period. At this point.
Yep.
And I think it's because he's moving further to the center, you know.
Yeah, he is, man. But yeah, he got to be trolling about Nikki Haley, though, man.
And I think he trolling about Nikki Haley, but I think he's secretly moving so far to the left, but he don't want to move where I'm at.
Right.
He want to move where he want to be where I'm at. But
Right.
you scared for people to call you crazy. You want to call
Right.
anybody else crazy. Oh, I'm more balanced than you. I know that
Right.
Nikki
Yeah.
Haley
Yeah.
is responsible. Like we can't see she goofy. Like
Yeah. She's straight goofy, man. She Nimrata. Nimrata.
Nimrata, yeah, but that's what we need to start calling her, Nimrata.
Yeah.
Come out,
Nimrata.
like, come on now,
Yeah, that's her
the
real
brown
name,
ass.
Nimrata. Yeah. Nimrata. Using that skin bleach.
It's probably just makeup, cause you know that's what Lil Kim
That's a
be
lot of
doing.
damn makeup.
I mean, they should. You gotta look at her hands. You gotta see her hands real good, cause you might be right. Maybe she did bleach her skin. Cause Lil Kim, they was laughing at Lil Kim. I was like, no, Lil Kim ain't bleach her skin, cause her hands fucked up. She ain't that crazy.
Oh,
She
okay.
got that
Okay.
makeup artist, and she got caught a few times without that goddamn light makeup on.
Oh, okay.
Now, as far as her nose is concerned, Lil Kim, you know, she dealt with so many stupid niggas that bust her in the face. I'm like, girl, you stupid. Like, why would you deal with a nigga that punch you on your face? Fucked
That's
up
how
her
you.
facial muscle. But
Yes,
that's why her
indeed.
nose look like that.
Right. Right.
Like,
Damn.
Nimrata, you worse than Lil Kim. Like, you probably bleach your skin. Like, and change your damn name. No.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think people respected Vivek more than her, though. And I was
Yeah. Yeah.
surprised he dropped out.
Well, I mean, it wasn't his time yet. I think he. Well, I think he might do some more stuff in the future if he don't go in Trump's cabinet. But it's like, man, going against Trump, man. I think everybody like Ron should have waited, and I think Vivek should have waited. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. It's all good.
Vaughn needs to calm down. He's too tedious about everything. He's scary.
Yeah,
Like
he is, man.
he whole-handedly messed up Florida economy.
Damn.
They a lot of people ready to get put out their houses because this dummy. He do too much.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what does the period have to do with anything that's going on in school? Like, what? You don't want people to say period. Do you know how scary that is? Do you know that's straight? That's like those Christian nationalist cults that like particularly groom their girls to not even know about their bodies or their periods, so that way they can rape them or marry them off to a 40-year-old or something.
Right.
And they be little girls. No, you scary as hell. I can't. I'm so happy he dropped out. What the amount of relief that I felt.
Oh, you didn't have to. Well, no, he was like, man, he wasn't even a threat. Like these candidates are just, I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, you know what scared me? MD was talking about. MD was making it seem like he had a chance. No, you and MD was arguing about who was going drop out, him or Ron. And I was like, I just don't need Ron to win, yo. He's scary as fuck. Like, that nigga's so phony. And then he be up there wearing high heel boots and shit. Like, how you gonna get rid of drag queens and you wearing high heels?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Sir, you wearing high heels?
Yeah.
He looked like he did coke in the bathroom. Like, I don't need no president like that. I don't want to see him. I don't like how he talk. He boring as hell.
Yeah.
Like, how I'm supposed to get my news to see what the president's saying? Like, how you extra as hell and boring at the same time? Like, you gotta pick a struggle. Like, at least Viv, I don't agree with Vivek, Trump, Nikki, but they way more entertaining than that nigga.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
At least I can watch him.
Yeah, I like Trump and Vivek, man. They to me, but yeah, man, like I said, man, as far as MD, man, yeah, he be capping, man. Boy, you could be like capping away, but it's fun to watch MD dance every now and then.
It is fun. Because he in the center right now. He is centrist. He turned himself into a centrist.
Yeah, yep.
You remember before he tried to get smart when I was like, you're a conservative on the last show. And he's like, I ain't no damn conservative. Like, sir, you definitely was on Twitter space with them conservatives that would sit and talk about reparations. Was he not a proud conservative before?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So just say that you move further left. Don't lie. I'm not no damn conservative. He got real smart too. I said, I'm gonna ignore you. Anyways. Because you was when I first met you.
Yep.
Like what? Oh my god, he is funny as hell. I just want to know what's radicalizing him because you know he's being radicalized to the left. Y'all need to. We need to do. I need to do a review on Chop City because I can't. I'm just finding out about that, and that's only because the police trying to come back into the city, so it's more coverage on it. But they is an autonomous city that's been autonomous for like since I think 2020.
Yeah, I mean, they still talking. Are they finished with it? Because I keep hearing
They
about it,
said
but
they said. Oh, you just heard about it recently.
no, but I mean, weren't they supposed to finish it or what? What I mean, what's going on?
The police trying to come back, but they scared. Now people want to say that Chop City they scared the police, although they told the police to leave. No, the police got tired and exhausted from the protests from
Oh,
the George Floyd situation or whatever.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so it got so out of control, the police just left and it blew up in the news again because something happened where somebody got shot and they need the police to come and take them to a hospital outside the city.
Oh,
And the police
jeez.
wouldn't come. Really, they could have brought the fucking body to the police, and the police would have took them. But they blamed the police for not coming into the city. It is like it's funny because the white man that did the review on it, right? Well, not the review, but he went into the city and was like interviewing people. Black Sun. When I tell you that shit is far left as heaven, like they could not say any criticism of everything that was going on in Chop City without being scared for their lives because motherfuckers was just hopping out the street like, "What'd you say? What'd you say? Are you talking shit about the black woman?" They wasn't like the subject wasn't even about black women. Like it was about how y'all selling fentanyl openly on the street, like. Like it's random
Right.
stuff, yo. Like it was like I gotta send you that link, Black Fun.
Okay.
Now you is going to laugh when you see that. I don't know. I'm thinking about talking about it tomorrow. I
Okay.
want to talk about a
Shoot.
number of different things because I want to see how they doing now because the police tried to shut down some garden. We really popped it off with some Black Lives Garden that they had, and it fed the people. The police just came in, like I think a couple months ago, and it had actually tore down the garden. That was like for communities, like like for the community homeless people. But what they did was they used when they was protesting, they used homeless white people as a shield.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, when they was protesting, like that's something that all far leftists know about protesting. We know you got to put the white people in the front, but they said fuck that. We're gonna put the homeless white people in the front because it was easier to move the homeless white people further to the left because they already left over. They're on the street,
Mm.
you know. But I was just like, that's crazy. That I didn't even know that was possible. I just thought that the military would come in or something like that.
Right.
It wasn't infested with rats. Now I'm not even gonna hold you, Sculptor Chardwell. You might be right because when that man had did that interview, right, with all the people in Chop City, that garden, it was trifling is I don't know what. It was trifling. I'm not even gonna hold you. That whole situation. And I'm far left, and I was excited to see it. But I'm like, bro, y'all doing wrong. Then when he went to like this pro-Palestine protest, right? It was all these people in the street. It was like the Hebrew Israelites was talking crap. They thought that had to do with Chop City. I'm like, the Hebrew Israelites do that everywhere. But it was a man, a black man, he was giving out free fentanyl. And when they asked him why he was doing it, he was like, because I want to see people get high and get killed. Ha ha ha. And then he like drove off. It was like, this is the bullshit. Like, what? This why leftists can't get a step up. Because why is y'all giving out free fentanyl? What is going on?
Yeah, exactly, man. That stuff be killing
Like,
people.
it was just weird. But I'm gonna send you that documentary. So he scoped this Chartwell said it was nasty. Yeah, it was nasty. Then they went in the homeless people bathroom. It was poop everywhere. And then the person who led like all the protests, like his wife and him, they admitted that they couldn't guard the damn garden. They was like, I can't stay out here for 30 days and guard this damn garden. I was like, well, bro, don't nobody like, do you know how homeless people act? They was fuck it up for people. You feel what I'm saying? They take stuff too far. Like even when they make a tent city, like they don't make it clean. That like I don't like shit like that. And I was battling homelessness on and off for 10 years. Stop, Trey. But yeah, Black, I'm ready to get off of here because I'm ready to put my son to sleep.
All right. Well,
All right.
I'll be there tomorrow. Okay.
I'm gonna message you right now though.
Okay. Cool deal.
Because I'm gonna send you this video. You're gonna be cracking the fuck up. Text me back. Let me know what you think. All right, Black Son.
All right. 10-4.
All right.
All right. All right, y'all. So there we have it. We out. We gonna do a view party tomorrow with Trump, man. We gonna New Hampshire. So man, hopefully, yeah, man, we gonna watch him knock out Nikki Haley. So with that being said, man, shout out to Chatwell. Shout out to Tube State Johnson. Shout out to Carolyn. Shout out to MD. Shout out to Joker. Shout out to let's see, Kelly. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Deacon. Shout out to Joker. I think I got it. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. Oh, Simon. Shout out to Simon. Shout out to Josh. Josh. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.